Hello, we are Legends of Evantris. Lend us your strength and join us. Before we dive into tonight's session, we're gonna have to figure out who we are in this new story in the Tales of Icebound. Who am I? And to begin, you'll each need to take one of these character sheets and pass them down.
Is it random?
They're all identical. These are templates. We're gonna modify them.
Can I condemn this man to slavery?
Here you are. Here you are.
I do not see his agony.
Additionally, don't name yourself. Do nothing until I tell you to. Pass those over to Rich.
I wish I had brought a pen.
Whoa!
Pass those over to me.
I'm gonna see if I have one.
Pass those over to yourself.
They don't work.
Pass those over to you, Mikey.
Gray ones.
Okay.
And if you need a pen,
I didn't realize that. I was gonna bring a whole bunch of pens and I was gonna replace all the ones that don't work. I was gonna do the same thing you did. You're ahead of me.
Ooh, wow.
Oh yeah. Give me one of these bad boys.
I just dropped a bunch of G2 pilots on the table.
I hate G2
motherfucker.
pilots. Unpopular
You
opinion.
just like being contrary.
No, gel pens, they smudge.
They do smudge.
Well, only if you give them a second to dry.
Oh, no, I can't.
This is the
I can imagine if you're left-handed, you wouldn't like them, but
No, they smudge.
Now let's
right.
roll
They get
for your
everywhere.
names.
we don't have to fight.
We're gonna roll for your names.
my god.
We're rolling
No,
for our
Andy and
names.
I are fighting right now.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You're right.
Passing my dice.
Roll a d20.
Okay, done.
No, he said Rich.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, just Rich.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll just
Roll a d20.
I'm sorry.
We'll finish this later.
Rich and I are fighting.
I need to roll your and your dice.
From
From Diamond Dust on Etsy.
Pea soup.
5.
Okay, roll another one.
17.
And roll another one.
Can we just do this every session from here on out forever? I don't want to do any other kind of D&D ever again.
19.
19. Okay, one moment.
Oh,
Guys,
God.
I think we need to be more professional now that the Kickstarter.
No, get the fuck out of
Nope.
here.
I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm going goblin
We
core
should have
right
makeup
now.
and pre-record everything.
I'm gremlin
All right.
core today.
Imagine if we had a
This is
makeup
Rich's
person.
name.
This is Rich's name. Okay.
Andy, roll a d20 for me
secret.
3 times
Oh.
and tell me what you get.
Yes, sir. 13. I don't like the way you're laughing. 15.
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's find out what you are. Ooh, that's all right. Okay. And 11 is. Okay, do whatever the fuck you want with that information. What
do you
Mace, roll a d20 for me 3 times.
12,
Yeah.
20,
Ooh, nice. Gotta give it up.
and 12.
And 12 again. Okay, that's going to be.
This isn't a name.
That's not a name at all.
Mace's name is Poopy Poo.
Based on what I got, that's
Oh my
probably
god, I cannot
possible.
believe what you got. And Mikey, 3 d20s for me.
12,
Uh huh.
3, 10.
Okay.
Do we need to reroll anything?
Chop.
Dungeon Master.
Not at this time.
Oh.
Instead, I'm giving you each a new task as I finish up your name.
Turn the mic towards your face, Mike.
Oh yeah, I turned away.
Am I good? Do I need to?
During shooting.
Point it at your face, yeah, if you
dinner.
could.
Okay.
Mace,
Good
point
luck.
the mic at your
loosen this
face.
stuff?
Good luck.
Yeah, if it's not loose.
You can decide if you have a nickname or some other name, Mikey.
Mike.
If you have a nickname or if you go by a shortened name or modify it how you want, but those are your given names, let's say. Now, on the 2 white index cards that I gave each of you,
Oh, 2 white index
I
cards.
gave you 2 white index
I
cards.
lost mine.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
I don't have extras, Mace.
Wait, which one? White one?
Yeah, you should have 2 white ones.
Okay.
Write a character trait on one and write a character trait on the other. These can be any kind of
What does that mean?
personality trait.
Yeah.
No, something like prissy or patient or
So the archetypes from Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Okay.
any kind
Sporty.
of attribute or
Jock.
feature. Jock would be a good one, sure.
What are the other ones? Sisterly.
Anything that comes to
I've never
mind.
played Animal Crossing.
So
I
I'm
don't
just,
know.
they'll just write it large on one card.
Large, one trait on one card and one trait on the
I'm
other.
getting the feeling you guys didn't do it this way last time.
No.
No, we just rolled straight in.
Okay.
We got a chance to make our own characters. So they're so good.
Well, this is kind of
kidding.
the same
I'm
thing.
kidding,
Right?
I'm
You're
kidding.
You're just picking you're picking the nests of your character right now.
I don't know.
Wait, they have to be 2 character traits,
A character trait on one and a character trait on the other.
I'm gonna
and they
look
can
up
be
the Animal Crossing
different,
personalities.
like opposites.
They can be
similar.
opposite. Anything that you would consider to be the trait of a character that defines their personality, that helps. Like it might be almost like a role play prompt, right? So it's something that motivates you, or is you could be aggressive, or you could be timid, or you could be ambitious, or you could be jaded, or you could be, there are lots and lots of traits, and I'm comfortable with you pulling out a phone and Googling it. This is where the fun begins, as they say in pod racing.
Different movies. Don't doubt me.
All right, I wrote one
Mikey's
down.
never looked at me with such disappointment before.
Okay.
Okay, let me know when everyone. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready.
Oh,
Mikey's ready.
I'm almost ready.
Mace, are you
I'm ready.
on your way, or are you ready?
I'm Googling character traits.
Do it. No, that's fine.
If we end up having the same character trait, can we change it if we find out we have the same ones?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
But just hold on to your.
All right.
Your various tatas.
This is hard, teacher.
It is hard. It is hard.
I need to find a table.
Can I reveal my name?
Sur la table.
Probably not yet.
Oh.
You can if you want to. I'm
Okay,
not
well, I
gonna-
wrote mine on my character
Okay.
sheet.
I'll write my.
There are very few rules to this except the rules that I make up.
Okay, understood.
Oh, there's 2 L's in the middle.
God. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with it.
Based on your pen strokes, I don't think we have the same one for that one, and I don't think we have the same one for that one either.
All right. I think I got a thumbs up from Rich. You ready? You're ready? You're ready? We're all ready? Okay. Pass one character trait to your left and pass one to your right.
No! No!
You
Good
can
luck,
decide.
gentlemen.
You can
Oh, no.
decide.
Oh, hold on.
I'm giving you that one.
Oh my god.
I can't read your handwriting. What does that say? Just give me a little bit. This is you're killing me, Mike. You're fucking killing me.
Oh, damn it.
All right. Now you have another index card, a yellow index card. On this,
Okay.
you need to write a secret. Something that someone else will know about you. And I'm going to tell you right now that we're going back far. This isn't the current modern day of Icebound. We're going centuries, millennia ago. You will all be playing Silver Dragonborn in the Empire that once was on Drakkar. You will be part of the Royal Guard. So that gives you a little bit of context as to who you are. But you've lived a whole life. You've had families. You've had what is something that your brothers would know about you? Something that
Is it a secret, or do people would know, or people wouldn't know if it's a secret?
I wouldn't say it's a secret. It's something that your brothers would know, but maybe not everyone would know.
Could it potentially be based off of these 2 new traits that
You
I
can
have
use
now?
those for inspiration if you want
All
to,
right,
very
all
much.
right.
Wait, we are the King's Guard?
You
or-
are the King's Guard. Well, the Emperor's Guard in this
Emperor's
case,
Guard.
since it's an empire.
on yellow or green?
Yellow.
Or blue? Green?
Oh shit.
Yellow.
And just make up a background detail, and it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be major. It's just something that perhaps yeah, something that only someone who knows you would know.
I'm writing this in very legible font in case
Yes.
Oh,
whoever
I didn't
gets
do
it. I have a pretty good one.
Let me know when everyone's ready. Give me the thumbs up. Mikey's almost done. Andy's still working. Thanks for watching the Derek creation process. There are lots of one-page RPGs that do this.
Okay, I am writing this though as it pertains to me. So if it gets passed,
That'll be pretty funny.
yeah, it'll be weird. It's gonna be a little weird.
Well, you might
If you
get lucky.
think that's not getting passed, you got another thing coming.
Okay, well, good luck, gentlemen.
We're gonna go diagonally.
I have a pretty
I think so. too.
epic secret.
Okay.
This is a secret.
feel
Someone
like I
roll
should-
a 1d4 for me.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is fun.
Let someone
I got it.
um,
I'm dead.
Yeah, Sausage died, so you get to do it.
I feel like I should rewrite mine.
4. So you're gonna pass
Yeah.
your yellow cards 4 to the left,
Hold on.
which means that they stay in your hands.
No
Oh.
way.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
All right, I was making mine
thought
more
you
just
lied
more
about you.
generic.
No.
No,
It would
I
have
got
been.
a
It would have been
three.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you got a
So
three,
it
you
would
got
have.
a
It would
three.
have come back to
You
you.
got a 3.
Well, then pass to your right because that would be 3 to the left.
Wait, no,
He's saying pass to your right.
It's
three to the
three.
left
It's
is
three
just-
to your left.
No, 3 to the left is that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
but
it would go
it's
three-
the
Oh,
person
you're
to your
right.
right
Yeah,
if you do
right,
that.
I give you mine.
I shouldn't have
No,
confused
no.
them. Everyone passed their yellow
Can we just
cards
jumble
3
them up
to the
and
left.
pull them out of a?
Sure. Why not?
I know.
But
Hold
because then people might get what they. It needs to be 3 to the left for.
I think
everyone.
that's pretty
3
funny.
To the
3
left.
to the left is 1 to the right.
Oh, one,
That's
two,
that's what I'm
three.
saying. Mace has
So
got
Andy
it.
should have
Mace has
mine.
got it.
No, was this yours, Andy?
No,
That's fine.
I just gave mine to Rich.
Okay.
All right.
No, hold on. Oh, wait.
No, we're good.
3 to left, 1, 2, 3.
I just made it more generic so anybody could RP.
You should have mine. If it's you to left.
You
one,
just gave
two,
me yours,
three.
didn't you?
No.
Oh dear Jesus.
Okay.
Is that mine?
Green card. Green card. Your greatest achievement in life.
God.
Oh my god! This is perfect! It's so fitting! It's so fitting for what I wrote.
Wait. Greatest achievement.
Yeah.
Greatest achievement.
What was that thing that you were known for that was just fucking epic? Everyone would have known about this. This was like your Chad Cake moment in your life, even though you were most of the time noble and courageous and fearsome warrior, defender of the Emperor. You also had other things, or perhaps even you were the fastest through training, or you were the youngest and who graduated to become a King's Guard. Whatever you want to write.
Is it as a greatest achievement as a King's Guard?
No, it can be any greatest achievement that your character that
Just
you
in
want
life.
to. Yeah.
I want some like Icebound lore I can like bake into this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like
No,
on the
mine
back
has
end.
absolutely nothing to do with Icebound.
You must be a real threat in the muck tuck eating contest.
The greatest achievement.
How do you spell muck duck?
MUKTUK. A little quiet. I'm gonna turn this up a bit.
I've definitely gone off the rails a little bit.
Yeah,
Good.
no, mine's incredible. I should have really stepped it up with my yellow card. I should have caught on what was happening sooner.
This is a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good one.
As soon as you're done, Rich, we'll We're nearly finished. There's only one more step after this, and then we can.
Okay.
We're out of cards. Oh, there's little one.
No,
that's
that's
their
the
name.
That's the name.
Okay. Okay.
Someone roll a d4.
I'm on it.
Annie's on it.
2.
Pass 2 to the right.
Once.
Once.
And then twice.
Twice.
Nice. See? Easy money. Easy money. Last thing, and this can go on your character sheet.
Ah, you got mine. Yes!
We're not ready. It's just an hour and a half of this, which we're all fine with.
God, that was surprising.
All right, you can put this underneath your stat block, underneath your attack. You have a special move. And you're going to write this right on your character sheet, which I'm telling you, I'm projecting, I'm foreshadowing. This is not getting passed around. This is what you get to choose for yourself. Now that you know your greatest achievement, what others know about you, your brothers, you have your characteristics, you have your name. Now that you have this rounded character who definitely is a three-dimensional person in the fiction of this reality, you get to choose your special move. What is your special move that you do? You can pick whatever weapon you happen to be a master of. And you get to, you can do some amazing spear attack, or you can do some unbelievable sword thing, purely for flavor. But this will be your big master move. It's your limit break of sorts. What is your limit break, to use the Final Fantasy VII parlance? Thanks for bearing with us, folks. The creation process in real time.
You wanted us to do both of those in one session last week and this week in a single session? Holy shit.
Well, I added to the creation process because I had a little bit more time. I knew I would need to fill a little bit more time, so I fleshed things out a bit.
This is. Oh, I need to. I got the exact same personality trait twice, so I will be double.
Wait, really? Oh, that means. Oh, wow.
We're really.
That's what I was afraid of.
I'm gonna be double the personality
Double
trait.
stupid.
Yeah.
Now that you've had some time to familiarize yourselves with your characters, with your special moves, you have a deep understanding of who you are and what to call yourself. Let's dig into the session proper.
Oh man, we get to keep our limit break. This is fucking badass. My limit break is the best.
This is not the time of Yornir and Queenie and Barnabas and Scrim and Taishen. Centuries in the past we go now. Millennias, perhaps. We go back far, far, far into the past to the capital of the empire of the Silver Dragonborn. You've flirted and as a party, you guys certainly have come across the wastelands and the ruins of their structures. The occasional monolith with navigational symbols, the incredible statues that had been destroyed, hiding these passages into the mountains. Small towns, these evidences that trace back long ago, and you've even met the druids who consider themselves in some ways part of that same empire. But we go back now to tell this story far, far, far back to the capital city of Argentholm. The space, the center of this empire, of all of the amazing territory that they claimed, and they could claim almost all of Drakkar at the height of their empire. We join the Silver Dragon born Empire in the final days of its, just before its collapse. The four of you are climbing up a center mountain. A mountain just at the center of this capital city. It is itself surrounded by a lake, joined by two bridges that stretch out to either side. There are mountains on one side, a great forest to another, and a massive castle that rings this mountain. But you are headed towards its peak. For you are sworn Kingsguard, for lack of a better word, Emperor Guard. He is off trying to rally the troops to try and stop what siege is happening. But you know to meet him at the top, for he has a special and sacred duty for the four of you. Looking around from your vantage point as you are just ascending towards the peak of this mountain, you can see the devastation of this siege. There is no army sieging this city, not even a handful of monstrous creatures, just one. You are looking out and you can see a great white dragon, an ice dragon that has been terrorizing and killing the people, the families, the clans, the tribes that you all have known and loved your entire life. But so relentless her onslaught, so devastating her attacks, and so powerful her magics and strength, there's been nothing to stop her, and it seems that Argentholm will fall, perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow. You look across the frozen ice of the lake. You look towards the towns, and you can see her landing and crushing, tearing up whole rooftops. You can see spears and magics attempting to sway her, and she immediately swoops out of the distance. You can see bodies being torn and thrown up. You can see her great breath as it crashes through the streets of this place that you've known and called home for so long. And you wonder what it must feel like to be down there. You can only faintly hear the sounds of that clash, those battles, those brethren and sisters on the wind, so far away and far up you are from your vantage point. It's now that you start to come to the crest of this mountain, and it's here that I need you to each tell us, who are you? What should we call you? A little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
I call last.
Andy, why don't you go first?
Am I just reading everything about me, the cards, everything?
Just introduce yourself the way you would that you want to introduce your character. You do not have to reveal everything, nor do you have to. You could just go with name and a little like something. However you want to introduce yourself, it's your choice.
My only question
no
would
wrong
be,
answers.
Before I do that, have we all known each other for a long time?
Yes, you would have trained together.
Gone to school together.
You have fought together. You've gone to school together.
Yeah.
You have. You are intimately familiar with each other. You would call each other brothers. And the same is true for the Emperor. This is not a position that an emperor takes lightly. You also know that this is a younger emperor. His father was killed a year ago, and he ascended to the throne because of the initial attacks that the dragon brought. But for all the mysteries and strangeness and violence that she is bringing, that is where you find yourself as you continue to make your way up the snowy peaks of this mountain.
All right. My character's name is Masarer. That's spelled Masarer. Masarer.
Masarer.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys would know that as we've grown up together, that Masarer, he's a little snooty, but he's definitely a lot unhinged. He's got kind of a screw loose. Like he's kind of a wild card. You never really know what to expect from Masarer, and people might think that that's because there's a very common rumor that kind of goes around this fallen kingdom. That Masarer is the son of the emperor and a cheesemonger's wife. He's a bastard.
That's really good.
And he doesn't want to believe it. He definitely has a complex.
Well, the timing really doesn't work out.
the snootiness, the unhingedness, that's kind of there's a bit of a veil or a front that Massar might put up because he likes to talk about himself a lot, and he likes to tell stories that you guys have all been around him for forever, that you are always kind of like, wait a minute, I don't think it happened that way, or I don't really remember that it happening that way. And it's because it all stemmed from when the prettiest girl at the ball in 4th grade danced with Massar, and he never let any of you all live it down. And from there, things just kind of started. He started to spiral out of control, and Massar really lost control of his life after that day. Other than that, I would say that we're all warriors. He's tall, well built.
Mm-hmm. What's your weapon of choice?
A two-handed greatsword.
A two-handed greatsword.
Yeah, he's a swordsman for sure. That's all I got.
Terrific. Thank you so much. Mikey, tell us a little bit about your character.
Hey!
I knew it.
My name's Ladle Ale! But you can just call me Ladle for short. I grew up in a soup house. My folks were the masters of muktuk stew. So I ate a whole lot of muktuk. I'm so cheerful, I'm double cheerful. I'm double cheerful and optimistic. So I'm not too worried about this dragon. I'm sure everything will turn out fine. And and so what I knew is that the key to a good muktuk stew is that you just gotta use cheese just past expiration. That's my secret, I think.
What's your name?
My name is Ladle, spelled ladle. You can ignore the L-E-L at the end. Ladle Lel. My parents were memers on Reddit in an unfortunate time.
What's your weapon of choice?
My weapon of choice is a giant ladle that I reflavored from a ball. And I'm double cheerful and optimistic. And my greatest achievement is that I'm so good at eating muktuk. I won I won silver medal at a muktuk eating contest, and that's the best one because we're silver
Thank you.
dragonborn.
That is true. That's canonically true.
That's canonically true. Gold is second place. I got first, which is silver. I got a giant fucking spoon, so I ate a lot of muktuk, which, if you don't know, it's made from whale blubber. I came from a long line of harvesters of whales. Anyway, everything's gonna be fine, folks.
Thank you, Mikey. Mace, tell us a little bit about your new character.
My name is
Muktuk.
My name is, we'll say Lays E. Ness. Which one was which here again?
The whites are the character traits, and one of them is sort of what your brothers, your Kingsguard, know about you as like a more private or personal detail of your past, and another is an achievement, something that anyone in the Empire would effectively know of you had they heard your name.
I don't know how else to say this, but Laziness once ate 110 feet of hot dog in one sitting.
Really all food based. You can tell that we got food on the brain.
Wow, 110 feet.
110 feet of hot dog in one sitting. He's a hungry boy.
Wow.
Without chewing once.
Yeah, you didn't take a single bite. You just dropped them in.
Oh my god.
They were all linked too, right? So they just.
I can't do this. She's eating 110 feet of hot dog in one sitting. You'll also know that he's incredibly sure of himself. Anytime you've battled together, he is smug, confident, maybe even brazenly overconfident in his abilities, but can also at times be cripplingly paranoid. And so just as quickly as you'll get along, and things will be going well, he might quickly turn and believe that you're out to get him. So,
oh gosh.
And then I'll save this one.
Thank you.
Can we call you Z for short?
And what's your weapon of choice?
You can call him.
It's like Lazy Boy. Laz E.
That's how I wrote it.
He's like a One Piece character.
Mace, what's your
My weapon of choice is the Silver Dragon Crescent Blade, which is just Guan Yu's weapon, but instead of the green Dragon Crescent Blade, it's
Okay.
I think it's called a Guan Dao.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's a glaive.
That's pretty badass.
One
Yeah.
down. Thank you.
And my die move is the death of 110 hot dogs.
Oh, do we mention our die moves yet?
So
No.
I'm
You-
keeping my secret.
Keep your limit break secret. And,
That is
in
so
case
fucking
you
good,
use-
Mace.
Mine's the best.
I'll change it.
Mine's the
it.
Do not change it.
It's death by 110 hot dogs.
I can see the hot dogs like swimming down. Thank you, Mace. Rich, tell us who you'll be inhabiting tonight.
Hey, fellas. The name's Roar, but that's dumb as fuck. So you can call me Artie, all right?
Oh yeah, I'll call you Artie. That's a lot easier.
Call me Artie, all right? Jeez.
Yeah, Artie.
And I'm a bit of a pugilist, a bit of a brawler, and you can see that I'm a little greedy. I like my coin, especially silver coin, because that's way better than gold coin.
That's canonically true.
With a lot more in our society. Wait, so they know these two things about us?
The traits are what your personality are driving. The one of the cards, I can't remember what color anymore. One of them is something that you would know by being friends or having worked so closely with somebody.
That's the yellow card.
That's the yellow card. So the yellow card is what you're like, and you don't
Yes,
have to
because
reveal
green
that.
is our greatest achievement.
And green is your achievement that like you would be known for around town.
Well, everybody knows that I use illicit dragonborn drugs. Heavily. And I'm greedy because drugs are expensive. I'm known for the fact that I like bigger gals to the point of I once fucked and then married a Yeti.
That's canonically true.
That's true. I had to maintain her honor, so there was a bit of a shotgun arrangement, but I did it because I'm a man of my word, and that's why I'm still in the King's Guard, because it keeps me out of the cave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh, I get it.
And I think my weapons would be two large, like dragon claw gauntlets.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I was
Oh no.
I was went on a road trip with my wife and a Yeti, and it was terrible. One was a beast that was super hairy and bad breath and really ill-tempered, and the other was a Yeti.
Formula never fails.
I'm not very
already regretting
decisive.
this. You are making the final steps up to the top of this mountain, and part of the reason why the capital city of Argentholm was founded here many centuries ago, just as the empire, before it was an empire, before it was a kingdom, it was because of the rare materials that could be found at the bottom of this rock, so strangely placed at the center of this lake. And at the top of the mountain, after mining and working this area for so long, there is a massive platform, the top of a lift that can take you all the way down beneath the castle keep, beneath the water, down into the beginning of what once was a massive mine shaft. There are many secrets of your empire can be found down there, but why you have been asked to come to the top of the mountain, you are not totally sure, and that is what you are doing as you begin to crest the top of the mountain. What happens next is up to you.
Gosh, I think it's gonna all work out fine. That dragon's probably gonna leave us alone if we, once it's had enough.
You can hear the screams of the other dragonborn well across the lake, as far off as you can hear you crashing, breaking timber, ceramics.
Shucks, they're screaming with joy. tossed and toast. There's no place I'd rather be with my pals, Artie, Lazy, and Sorry. We're at the top of the mountain, you know. And you know what? What's like, even if there's rough stuff happening down below, it sure is a nice view.
It is a beautiful view. From this vantage point, you can see in all 360 directions. You can see the two massive bridges that lead. One of them leading directly into the mountain that faces you. You can see the other one that reaches the shoreline on the other side of the lake. It is exactly the opposite side, going down into what is a robust and huge city. Filled with thousands and thousands of your brothers and sisters, your mothers and your fathers.
Are we the only remaining guard of the Emperor left?
There are certainly guardsmen similar to yourself who are in the castle still. There are many of the military forces that had been forced to draw back. Most of them are at the perimeter now and are endeavoring to slay the dragon or at least drive her off. But of course, you are, from this vantage point, seeing no progress is being made. But it is just the four of you alone.
Do we know this dragon as the Princess of Wrath?
You do not. This is one of the mysteries that has plagued the Emperor. Plagued all of your people. Is that aside from showing up with strange and terrible vengeance and violence, nothing seems to be known about where this dragon came from or what caused it to emerge in the first place.
All right, fellas, what's the plan? What's the plan?
It seems as if yet again everything comes down to us.
Well, the plan is we go down there and we kill it, huh? Because it's coming for us next. Well, why do we gotta kill? Why is it always killing and violence with you all?
Well, it's either that or us. Us or them. What's it going to be?
Well, I think if we fight it, we'll win, certainly.
Of course we'll win.
Yeah, exactly right.
They can't beat us.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way we can lose. You always gotta look on the bright side of life.
Unless.
Ooh. Unless what?
It's learned all of our weaknesses.
Gosh, well that means that it'll see us as more vulnerable, kind companions that'll let us go.
No, it'll find out that I've got an unstoppable love of hot dogs. It'll throw them at my feet and I'll be helpless in front of it.
Well, maybe.
Damn it! Damn that dragon!
Look, fellas, y'all don't know if you know how strong I am. I'm so strong that I regularly fuck a Yeti.
Yeah, you always.
I want you all to know that.
You
Have I
always
mentioned
mention
this?
it. You always.
I keep mentioning it because
It always
just
comes up in conversation.
point me at the dragon and one too.
Listen, Artie, that's very impressive, but I'm sure I've mentioned once or twice that I once had sex with Eartha Kitt in a tavern bathroom.
With what?
Eartha Kitt, you know, the famous silver dragonborn.
The broad that was in Emperor's New Groove.
Absolutely.
I thought that movie was banned, given the subject matter and all. Conflict of interest.
Well, all I know is that whatever we decide to do, it'll be the right decision.
Listen, there's one thing we can all say for sure, okay? And it's that we've all had sex. Alright? Okay?
You've had sex?
I took a vow of celibacy once, but we all know the only reason I did it was so that I could break it. Because that's a badass thing to do, okay?
Well, I don't know about you fellas, but I'm as chaste as chaste gets. I wear the white cloak with pride. I am my vows.
Ladle, do you have something in your eyes?
Oh, yeah, the snow blindness. Do you know that through Jakar, snow blindness can manifest as an elemental? Of course you know that.
That fucking true?
Yes.
What a stupid idea.
Yeah, shucks. After the mud tuck eating contest, it's just a little tough. Oh, it's a little tough.
As you're talking there, solemn, courageous, brave, the four of you ready for whatever orders may come, you do see just there up above the flying emperor. But he is dipping not soaring the way majestically you've known him to come, his wings being a benefit, a trait of his noble blood. He is instead coming in a little too hot, a little too fast, and he barely manages to land, holding himself clearly devastatingly wounded, rushing up to you. Men, brothers, I fear that Argentholm may fall.
No, Your Grace, you always gotta look at the bright side. You always said that Argentholm would never fall.
Ladle, enough.
Yes, Your Grace.
You have a question?
Is he a giant dragon?
No.
Oh.
This is another silver dragonborn, but he does have wings that work.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Gary Stew, you know what I mean? Someone who's being dragon wasn't enough.
Daddy, I mean, Your Highness, what do you need us to do?
I need you to take a most sacred duty, a most sacred oath. We must travel down to the deepest layers under this castle. For you know what magic lies under there. And
Nope.
we must guarantee that whatever she is will never find it.
Hey, why is he talking about oaths, huh? You think he knows I broke mine?
Well, why would you break your oath?
Well, because we really want to have sex.
Because you meant Lizzie.
I was eating glizzies like it was fucking going out of style, okay? And then the obvious thing to follow up with was hashtag had sex.
Well, you know, I'm sure that His Grace will look the other way.
I mean,
Anyway.
anyway, this is the fucking kid, the Emperor. You know, he's got wings. He just flew up. I mean, why is he talking about oaths?
Yeah, he's got 2 different colored eyes. It's really cool. Your Grace, we'll do whatever you say, because you always have the best plans. We'll protect the magic with our lives. Not like we'll need to, because we'll all survive.
I know I can rely on you.
Yes, Your Grace, we'll do anything if it makes you proud of us.
Just tell me what to do. I just need orders. That's all. I'm very indecisive. I don't know.
Ready the lift so that we can take it down into the mining shafts and make our way to the great room.
Right away. Just tell me one thing.
Yes.
Do I make you proud?
There's no time for these questions. Quickly.
All right. You heard the man. Let's go.
Before you race over and you start to move goods off of the lift, move goods off of this wooden platform, and start to basically prepare it for descent, you know that there's a single lever that, when pulled, will essentially counterbalance the weights being what they are, allow it to tick, 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 start to make your way down through the cave, through the mine shaft mouth at the top of this mountain, and you are readying, and then you hear a exclamation, a scream from the Emperor. She's here! And you turn and you realize that the Princess of Wrath has closed the distance almost instantaneously. And this massive dragon, a younger dragon than the ones that you know from the Icebound tale, certainly, but perhaps even more ferocious for the liveliness that she brings to the table. Huge wings swing down and swoop down as she lands on the top of this mountain and confronts the Emperor. Foul beast! Demon! Dragon! Why do you slay my people? The voice that comes out
No,
you just shocked.
I'm into it.
Yeah, okay. The voice that comes out bellows and it explodes across the mountaintop, almost piercing your eardrums. You're shocked by the great sound. And because I haven't given the Emperor a name yet.
Pee poo pee.
It's only a matter of time.
Emperor, baby, boo-boo, no!
Infinite monkeys and typewriters and all that.
No, that you guys are gonna make fun of that. Hold on.
No, Emperor Laszlo Grigorovich!
Grigorovich! She screams out. Your family killed my husband. And I am here to destroy you and everything that you hold dear. I recognize that voice. How could it be you? The Emperor screams out. I am here to unleash vengeance. To destroy you. You can kill me.
No!
I understand why. Now, what you say is true, but you'll spare my people. Spare the Empire! I will not rest until every one of you is dead! And she lurches back and goes in with a giant chomp. And all of a sudden you see Grigorovich's right arm immediately disappear in her giant mouth. Red hits the white snow at the top of the mountain, and she screams, and he flies back, landing on the lift. One of you is close enough to the. I'm gonna say it's you because
It's me!
close enough to the lever. You're able to pull the lever, and you pull it, knowing that you only have seconds before she reaches back and unleashes a great dragon's breath of ice and power. Instead of just tick 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 going down, you have to release the brakes completely, and you drop.
Hang on, Daddy!
You look up and you see this fog of ice and cold flies. You all lose the Grigorovich is there, bleeding out, holding his stump. There's screams.
Shucks! Your Grace, are you okay?
No, you idiot! Greg! You continue to drop. You look up and you see that the dragon is too large to make it into the mouth of this shaft, but you are falling fast, thousands of feet, and you only have moments to stop it. What do you all do?
What do we do? Somebody tell me what to do! Gosh, you guys just gotta use positive thinking. Manifest!
We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
What do we got? What do we got?
This is fine. I mean,
It's gonna be
everything's
fine.
Everything's fine.
So the lift is just kind of almost in
The
free
lift
fall?
is flying down. You can see the walls of this, for lack of a better word, like rocky interior cliff or cave. As you fly down, are flying past you, and the chain, tick 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 tick, is racing on one side where it would both control the ascent and the descent to pull up and pull down. There's also the connection that goes directly up to like essentially a crane arm that is holding onto and releasing and but there's nothing stopping it. There's no friction. There's no brakes, right?
Right.
So you're just in free fall at this point.
Oh man, if only we had like a javelin or something to try to like spear the chain to the wall in a badass way.
Gosh, I guess I'll sacrifice my giant ladle, folks. I would do anything for the survival of my friends and my king, my emperor, whom I've taken a vow of loyalty and celibacy that I've never violated.
Yes,
And I
thank you.
haven't regretted it once. Okay, here we go. Ladle saving the day. And I'm gonna flip my ladle around and try to shove it into the
You
thing.
endeavor to handle signs into one of the quickly moving holes of this chain to see if you can both get in through the hole and perhaps stab it against the wall and perhaps cause some sort of it's going to be challenging to get this done, but go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you perform well.
Let's see, folks.
Oh, and I neglected to tell you, when you each introduced, you all have one inspiration.
Inspo.
You guys are never gonna believe this. I got a 26.
Damn.
You're right. I don't believe
The
it.
power of positive thinking.
Just manifest.
Ladle jumps in, and immediately he threads the needle of one of these chains. And before he's even lifted up, you are amazed to find that it makes its way into a crack, a fissure on the other side of the wall, and it immediately starts to create the friction. You can see the ladle almost bend in the tremendous amount of weight that it would need to stop the lift that you all are all on, and the end of it starts to sizzle and turn red from the friction, the heat being what it is, but you are starting to slow down, and it seems that with a 26, you have time to think as you are coming to a much slower pace now.
By the power of Muktuk, I've done it.
I'd like to medicine check the Emperor to
ahead.
see how long he's potentially got.
Please do.
Do you know what kind of roll a medicine check is? Is it just
Wisdom.
a roll? Wisdom.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
With a 14, you can see that he is in dire need of medical attention. He's losing blood quickly. He's holding that arm. But what once was a powerful man has been through a number of battles. He's been deteriorated and waging this war against this singular predator. And he is looking up at you. You can already see that the fleshness from his silver dragon-born face. Grigorovich, isn't.
Just call him Greg.
Greg does not seem to be long for this world at his current pace.
I am attempting to use some cloth and potentially maybe like a belt that I'm wearing to create like a makeshift tourniquet to like cinch off his shoulder as there are tears welling up in my eyes as I'm working on him and I'm trying, Emperor, please. Daddy, please don't go.
Yeah, I don't know why you call me that.
I'm sorry. Emperor, I'm going to stay strong for you, Emperor.
And why are you undoing your pants?
It's called a tourniquet.
Masari,
It's called
Masari, do what you need to do. And he bites down and make another medicine check to see how well you staunch the bleeding.
Sorry, you're using the great cheesecloth technique that your dear old dad taught you.
I got a 19.
A 19. With a 19, you cinch it forward, and you hear a bit of a choked scream from the Emperor, knowing how hard you have to tug tourniquet in order to actually stop blood flow being what it is. And with the fabrics there, the bleeding is no longer the geyser that it once was. You've stemmed it. Thank you.
Oh, it's all right.
Is he gonna be okay?
I will be strong for you, and you will be strong for us. You've taught me so much, Emperor.
What happens if he dies? Does it work like Santa Claus and like we become the Emperor?
He's not gonna die. He's gonna be fine. Look.
Hold on. I got just the thing. I take out a little silver, almost like a little vial with like a flat bottom and a little screw cap. And I'll screw it off, and I have like long dragonborn nails, but my pinky nail is especially long. And from this little vial, I tap out a little bit of silver dust onto the nail.
All right, I will prop the Emperor up.
All right.
Yes.
Just snort as hard as you can. Do it. I shove it in his nostril.
You do that, and he sits up.
That's some good shit, right?
Thank you, Artie. It's just what I needed.
That's right.
He turns and he hops off of the lift. He jumps. There's a bit space between all sides of this platform that you find yourself off. And with his wings still intact and well enough to fly, especially with this rejuvenation, he dives down to beat the lift to the bottom.
Oh.
And the four of you, for but a moment, are alone on the surface of this platform.
Did you just get the Emperor so high he left off the platform, thought he could fly to the bottom?
Yeah, I mean,
He has wings,
He's
ladies.
missing a
Enos.
fucking arm!
with the adrenaline.
Bleeding from his stomach.
I administered a tourniquet very well.
Have you ever done that before?
No. But I learned techniques from my mother, the humble cheesemaker.
Your father was a real good guy. The good old cheesemonger. Our folks always used to be good friends.
I look away.
You
Your dear old dad, the cheesemonger.
Oh yes, my father.
You feel the lift slow, and the chain stop moving up quite as quickly. You feel that you can pull your ladle free, and you do. It's slightly warped at the end from the amount of friction, but it may still work as a weapon.
We saved the day, folks.
And clink, 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 clink. Another few hundred feet down, you come to a rest at the bottom. Surrounding you is this massive cavern opening, and a huge amount of mining equipment being amassed. You can see almost like a railway network in all directions. But there, at the lever end, is the Emperor holding his arm, his wings furling back behind him, and he has managed to pull the lever, apply the brakes, saving you from a nasty fall. Are you all right, men?
I suppose.
Yeah, we're all real great. Everything's gonna be fine.
As good as we can be.
Pretty good stuff, right?
Nothing hurts us. Nothing hurts us.
Yeah, there's really no time limit. We're pretty good. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
As you know, man, our work with magic for these centuries has run deep. We've unlocked many mysteries of the natural world. We've explored much of Drakkar and acquired much wealth, and yet nothing compares to the treasures that lie below. If that dragon were to plunder those treasures, it would mean more than the loss of our empire. It would mean her gaining access to worlds beyond these, to impossible magics. It is crucial that she cannot discover this trove.
Well, it's like my mother always said, honor and duty. Perhaps you might recognize her. She's about 5'4". Her name's Mary. Any cheesemaker.
Not that there's not time for this.
Excuse me.
He waves his hand.
My apologies, sir.
Runic symbols on the surface of the floor. A giant disc, a light went out to lift this massive stone free from the floor. And it swings to the side like a giant coin on its back and unveils this huge crypt just underneath. We'll need to get down there and seal ourselves inside so that we might defend my lineage and the portal.
No problem. Easy peasy.
This is my sacred duty for you men. It means that you'll never see your families again, nor can we ever return to the surface.
No, I'm sure we'll see it real soon.
Well, sounds a bit, I don't know, cowardly. We're just hiding?
No, you will be guardians. You will defend this tomb with your, not just lives, but your very souls.
Wait, what you're telling me is I'm never gonna see Yemily ever again?
Follow me, men! And he dives down, and he swoops and hovers and circles down, and you can see that.
Where do I sign up?
You are about a 50-foot climb down into this hole as you're being bidden by orders to join.
Well, yeah, at your order, at your command, Your Grace. We'll be right down, no problem at all. If only we had wings. We got the wings on our hearts.
The other
Lots of prayers, lots of prayers.
you throw some ropes down, and you're able to easily rappel down into this space. Pulling the ropes down and clutching with you. You see, he waves his hand once again, and there's a bit of filth and rocks as this giant seal forms over the space and sinks inwards, and then with another difficult wave of his hand as he's running out of energy, running out of magic, he seals the tomb completely. It should be unnoticeable.
So, that's just it. We're stuck here now.
No, we don't have to wait.
What?
The nature of that seal being what it is. I can already feel the life leaving me. The nature of that seal being what it is. I have these potions. When you drink them, you will be put into a magical slumber. And should any creature disturb this space, you will be able to emerge and defend our empire's treasure, defend our lineage, defend our way of being, everything that we have hidden down here over the last few weeks, in case she finally triumphs.
If we are awakened from slumber and we defend the treasures, then what? Are there more potions for us to return to slumber?
That's a good question.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna be stuck down here for how long?
He starts to respond to you, and he says, "Yes."
Is there Father silver ducks down here?
Father?
And 4 potions roll out.
Emperor! Daddy! Daddy! Is he dead? Is he dead?
Make a medicine check.
17.
He's dead.
Daddy! No! I have so much to learn from you. You can't leave us like this.
How's he gonna reimburse me? That pretty big bump I gave him. Didn't last very long.
Oh,
Gosh, is he okay?
Ladle L.
Yeah, sorry.
He's dead. The Emperor is dead.
Gosh. Well, I guess he's in a better place now.
Wait, so does it work like Santa Claus? No.
Wait, I have an idea. Here, try this. And I'll reach into my pack and I'll pull off like this white, kind of mottled, like fermented food. I'll hand it to you. Here, try it.
Me?
Yeah, Bucktuck.
I eat some what I believe to be muck tug.
It tastes like if you somehow took all of the salmon skin off of a salmon and combined it with like a jelly. That's the flavor of what you're experiencing in your mouth at this time. Just congealed.
Did it work?
What is it supposed to do?
I always feel better after I eat some bucktail.
Yes, I suppose I feel a bit better. Thank you, Ladle L.
No problem. You can just call me Ladle like you always have, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. What's got? I mean, you're getting a little sentimental,
I'm
huh?
trying to be professional.
I mean, are you a little down that your daddy died?
Yes, the Emperor meant a lot to everyone.
No, I mean,
not just me.
I think the cheesemonger's fine. I think he managed to escape. And I need a parachute.
Looking around, you can see that the ceiling has been completely sealed. There are sconces on the wall, providing a dark illumination. Just enough, almost enough like a torch, but it doesn't flicker. It's just a sort of a consistent droning color. And looking around, now that your eyes are starting to adjust to the light, you can see that there are many of the most treasured royal family treasures here in the bottom. There are great vases and works of art, beautiful artisanal craft, heirlooms and armor and weapons, everything that someone would need to go on in the afterlife. And this is how the Emperor's planned it, because there is indeed an open tomb to rest him in. And you can also see that there are 4 spots for guardians who have sworn themselves to forever serve the Emperors and fulfill their oath and duty.
I'm beginning to think that we may have been cast of Amontillado, or my name is not Massaro.
Well, gosh, I could use a nice cask of wine right now to celebrate our survival.
I believe all we have are these potions.
You think they got any illicit dragonborn drugs down here, or is this it?
It's similar to the Egyptian analog that I'm going to make right now because I'm using my imagination. There are just non-perishable goods. There are casks of wine. There are. Well, you can make an investigation check.
I will. I'm looking for silver dust as my drug of choice, but I'll take any illicit dragonborn drugs.
Anybody want to get out?
16.
With a 16, you immediately start looking through all of these goods, and there's so many objects of desire here, objects of power, that you, it takes a little time. You'd think, though, using your mind's eye, where would I put the drugs? And then opening a drawer, you do indeed find a little tiny box. Just a small, made of gemstone, beautiful marbled surface like it is, and opening it, you find inside that it is silver dust of only the highest purity.
It's like a Pulp Fiction. I open it up and there's silver all over my face. I close it. Does anybody want to do some drugs to tide us over for the next 30 quadrillion years?
No thanks, I had a big bowl of buck-tuck stew earlier.
I'm with Ladle L. I'm just not feeling it right now.
What do you think, Lazy?
Yeah, I'll take a little hit.
I mean,
not that stuff you keep on you, though. I don't know that if you maybe lace it with something even more illicit. I mean, the Emperor's dead on the floor. You know
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying?
You know, Lazy, you're killing me. I went last to make sure that nobody else used this voice, and now there's 2 of us, and I guess that's fine. I guess
Ghost or something. I just got
Reincarnation is a logical thing in the car. Gosh, maybe one day you'll reincarnate into a human, a kid brother.
Coming at you, it only makes sense. I'll take a bump of your illicit drugs.
All right, you want to use my nail or yours?
Yeah, well, no, I haven't done my
Here you go.
Just
Just get up in there. Yep.
When he comes back, both of them, even though you are silver, it looks like someone's taking a silver spray can to your face. It's like this mighty
like a powdered donut.
You immediately enjoy the benefits of however that drug fucking works, and you feel amped up. You feel like you need some again right away.
Well, not that I'd want to, but I feel like I could punch through that fucking ceiling in an instant. Like I could just put my fist right on it. And
Oh gosh, I think you could too. You're a real strong guy.
I could probably just punch right
You
through.
could probably just punch it right through and even break off through and save the day.
It wouldn't even be close. I mean, I could punch right through.
Why don't you try it, lazy?
The ceiling is like 100 feet in the air.
I jump. I try and jump as high as I can.
Make an athletics.
You jump about a foot in the air.
And he breaks his
You
face.
swing with all of your might.
Have you ever seen when something drops out from someone they try to jump
Yeah.
and they do that weird scorpion
They don't
thing?
go- yeah, they don't go anywhere.
Yeah. You get like 6 inches off the ground before you fall prone.
That was a nice try. Don't worry about it.
My.
The ceiling's higher than I fucking thought. Somebody moved it, I'm sure of it.
You'll get it next time. You'll get it next time, lazy. I believe in you. The
I don't even
power,
want to try again.
the power of friendship.
By the way, the Emperor's still dead on the ground. Should we move him into the coffin, maybe?
Yeah, is there like a final resting place for him
Yeah.
outside of the 4 for us?
On one side there is a adorned area with an actual like tomb area, and you can see that the great heavy seal that you can put on top would be there as well. What's the word that I'm looking for? The coffin's not right.
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. Thank you.
You know, gosh, I can't wait until we can all get executed. I'll reach down and I'll pick them up.
Yeah, I would. I'd be there helping you.
We gotta follow our view. You know, we all
solid babies.
failed as Kingsguards, so now it's really only right that we all get executed as soon as we wake up.
You remember, the Emperor swore you to this duty, to follow his orders. And even though he died, the sacred duty and his words are what is in the forefront of your minds as you lay him to rest in the sarcophagi and begin to pull the heavy stone.
Remember.
Good night, my father.
You are my son.
I will miss you, even though we never had chance to develop a relationship, or play ball or catch, or teach me how to shave, or any of those things. I will miss you. Oh.
Well, good thing you got to do that with the cheesemonger, your father.
Leo, we're stuck here forever. There are no more families, no more brothers or sisters. We are the only family we have left, us as friends.
What are you shaving?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I do enough shaving at home. Let me tell you, you're not missing anything.
I haven't seen you grow facial hair once this entire time.
I mean, with dragonborn, I mean, we don't.
Hey, why are you giving him a hard time?
We're just asking the
The
questions.
Emperor just died. We're all feeling a little emotional. We failed our sacred oaths, but it's okay. Everybody fails to their sacred oaths sometime, and is destined to get executed after centuries of stasis slumber. It's not so big a deal.
There is going to be no one left. No one left once we awake.
No, I think for all you know, they probably took out that big bad dragon and agreed to play checkers and have some tea, and everybody's fine.
It murdered our emperor in a single attack. What are the common people going to do against it? Nothing. Nothing.
I think you're right. Everything's fallen now. Maybe this is the best thing that we could. I mean, this is frankly lucky, fellas. I mean, I'd rather be in stasis until somebody wakes us up when this all blows over than being, eaten alive and torn apart defending the emperor. You know what I mean?
Well, did anyone else hear the thing about vengeance? Wow, she had shown up with the best vengeance.
What about vengeance? Vengeance isn't good. It's a dish best served cold. I mean. Just like Muktuk.
Is that true?
I just know it's way on blubber and skin.
No, I'm talking about when she shouted out and the Emperor recognized her voice and she was like, "You killed my husband, prepare to die."
Do you believe that was true?
Well, I don't know, but maybe if she knows the Emperor is dead, that maybe that's all she came for.
Maybe one of us should go out there and let her know. I mean, because at this point, she probably
can't.
doesn't know. I mean,
jump for this
Archie, we
feeling.
can't.
Okay.
We
roll
cannot
an
leave
athletics
here.
check.
We've been sealed within.
oh yeah.
That's pretty good. You can do it this time.
19.
Time you get down into a squat and you jump up and you go.
Come
what,
on,
4 or 5
Lazy.
feet
I
into
know
the
you can
air.
do it.
However, jumping works move. You don't even get close to 100 feet though, obviously.
Laziness.
I don't know that it's obvious.
You have reminded me of something with your attempted jump. I suppose that perhaps there's nothing left for us to do other than to drink these potions, and quickly, before we have to designate a corner to begin defecating.
I'm like mid squat. Oh, I just
Ladle, no!
I was just gonna go over here.
Ladle, oh, no! No!
Oh, sorry. Oh, I think he's touching Claude.
Oh, it looks like he's prairie dogging over there, I think. I think you just gotta let him do it.
He's bad at the point of no return.
Yeah, he's committed.
Damn it!
I'm trying to stop him. Hold on. I'm trying to.
It's going to be 4,000 years with us in that! Damn it! Damn it to the 9 hills!
Oh, shucks, I'm parched. Anyway, down the hatch. See all the next quadrillion years.
Alright, we all get in our sarcophagi. We all lay down in our open sarcophagi.
They're open sarcophagi and they're at an angle so that you can lean back, putting your weapon to your side, and knowing that at any moment, if you should take this potion, you would enter a slumber to reawaken and protect the secrets of this empire. Not knowing if that might be, it might be days from now, you might wake up to happy news, to somebody saying, hey, we defeated the dragon. We're free, and we are here to rebuild. Or how far flung into the future, it could be centuries, millennia before someone plunders the secrets of this space for how well hidden it was. What are you thinking as you ingest the potion and begin to go dark?
Thank goodness no one discovered my terrible blood curse.
I would be thinking about the relationship I never had with my real father, and that I hope that my mother is all right. And I hope that our civilization survives and we don't go extinct.
Well, I'm thinking that I had room for that 111th hot dog. And I really should have gone for it and solidified the
It would
time.
have been a nice round number, 111.
It would have been 1 minus 1
Then you
You
also
know-
fade.
You know, I never got a chance to tell my wife that I don't love her very much. And she knows.
And we all go to sleep.
And you enter rest. That's where we'll take a quick break.
Oh!
Darkness. Quiet. You do not dream. The potion puts you into a place between life and death. Still, there's no real feeling of awareness of time, just prolonged, like when you're between dreams even, prolonged repose that you just swim through until suddenly there's a stirring. Suddenly you feel yourself flooding back into life. You suddenly wake up in your sarcophagi, and you know that the only reason your eyes may be blinking, that your muscles may be unstiffening, that you are suddenly capable of movement again, of action, your weapon's still there at your side, is because there is a threat. Some intruder has entered this crypt, for lack of a better word, and the four of you spring into action.
The three of you look over at Masar's coffin and it's just bones, and you notice that the potion was only half drunk because it tasted kind of icky. And he died.
Half of a potion was enough. And I want you each to tell me, describe in what badass way do you emerge from your guardian sarcophagi and take on the coming challenge to defend the Empire, defend its great knowledge, its great magics, its treasures?
Go ahead.
Do you feel like this is going to be like the big combat of the session?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. I'll think if anyone else has something else.
Oh, my eyes would awake. I would remember the dying words of the Emperor, which were, yes. And as I would be stirred, all of a sudden, my blood would be pumping. I would be filled with purpose as I drew my greatsword from my side, as I step out of the coffin and I say, "I will avenge you, Daddy."
You say that. You jump down and into the center pit area. Who wants to go next?
I would, knowing that the only reason we would be waking up is because imminent threats are upon us, I would awake, crackling, my muscles would come back online. I'd grab my crescent blade to my side. I'd roll back onto my feet, and bending at the knees, I would leap out of the sarcophagus. Attempt to plant my feet on, presumably they're up against walls, or very close to one, and I would leap as high as I could, place my feet against a section of wall, and then like swan dive down with my crescent blade out.
Ninja
like a
Gaiden
dragoon.
against the wall and do a flip before landing down, readying your crescent attack weapon.
The silver dragon crescent
Silver,
blade.
yeah, one of those. You land like so, and you start to look around. Artie, ladle.
As I think about the blood curse that I have and the belly of Muktuk, that I'd eaten all of my Muktuk not wanting it to go bad, so I had hacked the planet. I did a pro strat and ate all my Muktuk and washed it down with the potion. I suddenly start to shift and use my limit break, Master of Muktuk, and I was like, I'm a real threat in the Muktuk eating contest, and I never told you about my blood curse of cetacean lycanthropy. As my sarcophagus will erupt as a whale-like lycanthrope will emerge, and I'm a giant, huge mod, like a sperm whale or something.
Okay,
like that.
okay. You take
forward
your rare whale form. As you land forward, you see all of this blubber suddenly emerge and cover Ladle. And he steps forward. You can see his massive
What
maw,
the hell?
ready for chomping.
You are what
That's
you
not
eat!
what whales do.
like
Artie,
Mr. Krabs'
how do you
daughter.
emerge in this crackling moment?
Horrific cottonmouth.
Stone cold sober for the first time in, decades as far as my perception's concerned. I want to just feel around for the box of silver dust, and hopefully if it's still where I left it, right next to me.
You do find it.
Oh, thank God. And I'm just going to open it and just shove my nose in it. And I'm going to leap out and do a front flip, and I'll land on my feet. And I will do with my gauntlets, get ready to go, and I will look around to see and make sure that I'm following the rest of them.
You look around, you see your brother's eyes, and each of you also look into each other's, and you see that your eyes are now aglow with this unbelievable blue light that seems to trace and turn as you all look around. Looking up, the seal above you appears to be unbroken, untarnished, and you suddenly look over to where the Emperor's sarcophagus was. It has been tipped over, and you can see that the stone has been moved, and there is a great number of giant rats attempting to consume the body.
No! I run over and start kicking the rats away from my father's corpse.
These are huge rats. They turn and hiss, and one of them goes and launches at you. Getting a natural 1 as you kick its face in, but you can tell all the others coveting the meal that is your potential daddy.
No, get away from my
are
daddy!
Very hungry. The 3 of you all are also there, standing, racing up, seeing this sight as Masarer
That's right.
engages
Don't
them for the
forget
first
it.
time. What do you all do?
Oh, everything's gonna be fine, Your Grace, even in death. And I'll just grab a giant rat and go.
Roll to attack.
I'm gonna just try to just devour. I'm basically chogathing my way through this. To those who know,
Feast.
20 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
I don't know if my limit break gives me special powers or anything.
It gives you the ability to kill it in one.
Yep.
It gives you a how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I just grab it and I rip its head off. Gosh, tastes just like Muktuk.
Everything tastes like Muktuk in this form, and you are pleased,
Exactly right.
You are pleased by it, and
I go for another
its
one.
feet continue to run in the air as even though it's missing the top half of its body, and you go in for another one. Laziness. What are you doing?
I would run up. Is it possible we were awoken to battle these giant rats? And I run up and just lunge out with my crescent blade, and I'll strike at one as well.
Sure.
good.
Yeah, 20.
Ooh, well,
Plus 7.
20.
Oh, 20 hits. And I'll say that you are able to, with your crescent blade, swing in, and not just 3, not just 4, but 5 of these giant rats fly back, and as you split right across the top of them, making you think sort of like hot dogs as they splatter against the wall and slide to the ground. Artie, now that you are pumped up and you are the last to get to reach the conflict, you see that there are rats in all directions.
Let me at him.
Masara being what he is, but you still have your gauntlets on.
You picked the wrong day to get a taste of the claws! And I'm leap in and smash down on the ground and try to punch as many as I can.
Roll to attack.
That's very funny.
17.
17.
17, that hits. You're able to squish one fist first into the ground. It splatters out. You're able to squish another one. It splatters out. It looks like there's only a couple left. Mathara, what do you do?
I am still kind of close to hysterics as these rats are trying to eat the corpse of my father, who I presume to be my father. And I am just swinging my great sword and kicking and stomping on rats the best that I can. I'll make an attack.
Go for it.
12.
We twist it.
We twist it.
Okay.
Thank you, chat.
Thanks, Chad.
Nope. Wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be. You stab
No,
forward
Daddy,
with your great
no!
tears covering your glowing blue eyes, being what it is. You aren't quite able to manage, and you accidentally nick the body of potentially your father in this moment. As one of the rats dives out of the way at the last second.
Decomposing gas burns out.
I am just wailing. Oh, Daddy, no!
It's gonna be okay.
I'm so sorry.
Echoes and reverberates inside of the chamber, and this final rat is able to scurry over to one of the corners, go up the wall, and into a tiny, tiny little hole, which seems to be from where all of these rats were able to dig through and emerge in the first place. And you are left alone.
Claws! Claws!
Hey guys, it's me. I'm a werewolf. Surprise!
Oh, please help me with my father's corpse. Help me put him back, please.
Oh, okay. He's gonna be just fine. And I'll reach down. Hold
Be
on.
gentle. He's like paper.
I need you both, as you move the body, to make perception checks.
Are you literally a whale guy right now, or am I just fucking tripping?
Yeah, have you always been able to do that?
Perception is what, wisdom?
Yep.
I got a 14.
14.
You're doing great.
14.
14 for you both.
Have you always been able to do that?
You don't notice it right away. You're busy writing the sarcophagus, laying the body down to rest. You especially, Masarar, are trying as best you can to make sure that he's whole and pristine.
Yes, he's
and
like
you're laying the arms back into their positions. You're smoothing out the robes that were covered on by the blood.
I have giant flipper hands. So
The giant flipper
I am
hands
not
of
being
ladle are
aggressive.
not helping. But when you both are able to step back for a moment, he's still juicy. He's still decomposing. Almost no time at all has passed.
We've been here for centuries, right? Millennia.
You look at your bodies, and you are all very whole, dragonborn. Your eyes still glow with this magical energy, but you've barely changed. Has a week passed? A couple weeks, maybe? Enough for a fresh corpse to attract the smell of rats, and it couldn't be more than a few months.
No, the madness is already starting to set in. This is the beginning of the end. We already don't know how much time has passed.
I mean, does anybody have watch? I mean, I look at my wrist to see if my watch is still on.
What the hell is a watch?
You look and you remember that you brought the gauntlets without the watch attachment.
Oh.
Oh, no worries. I have a
man.
sundial.
You did have a sundial. It's beautiful. It's made of silver.
Well, fellas, I mean, what do you think? Do we just go back to sleep, or do we go up the hole to make sure no more rats get in?
Can we even go back to sleep without any more potions?
The Emperor never told us if there was any more potion.
Hey, he just died after saying yes.
I think we're kind of like undead whites at this point. I mean, we're sort of like cursed to fulfill our duty, so I think we just close our eyes and go back to sleep is how I'm guessing.
I'm also a big whale guy.
I kind of like this. This is sort of better than your old version. You should just stay like this.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off. I ate all of my butt tuck and washed it down, and I think this might be permanent.
And you don't know how to turn it off.
You're not
And
gonna
a
fit
minute
yourself
passes. 2 minutes. You are not changing back.
Well, hold on, maybe if oh god, this my sarcophagus is in pieces. I should have burst out like the Kool-Aid Man. I should have thought about that.
Well, for what it's worth, it was very cool.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna throw you up into the hole. What do you think, sorry?
How big is the rat hole?
It's about 90 feet up, and it's the size of a basketball hoop.
I'm not going to fit in there.
Okay, who's up? Who wants to go to the rat hole?
None of us are going to fit in there. It's 99 feet in the air.
I mean,
It's
we
about the
couldn't.
size of a basketball, and I don't even know what that sport is.
One of us could invent a grappling hook and
Gosh, that's
use
like-
that to get up there.
None of us will fit in that hole.
Yeah, it's about like 1/30th of an ogre wide.
Well, maybe we don't have to fit in it. Maybe we just climb up to it and then look in and see what's on the other side.
99 feet in the air.
Yeah, it'll be real easy.
Lado's the size of a giant freaking whale. I mean, he can probably throw pretty far.
I'm a pretty big fella. I have my limit break, the master of muck tuck.
All right. I suppose a ladle L can throw me.
Okay. Here.
I just like walk over and I just like sit in your like flipper arms.
I've got fucking like Batman Returns penguin flipper hands.
Yeah. You're able to get underneath him, and
Okay, go
underneath
load!
This is oddly clammy on my ass cheeks.
shot putting upwards.
wearing heart
make
boxers.
athletics. Make an left, and you push off of him. So make an athletics check at advantage.
We're twisting twice.
I got a 17.
We're still twisting twice.
Okay.
Well, it's 20. it'd be
For
27.
athletics?
We want us to be as high as possible.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we should have pretty major.
27.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
How far could you reasonably throw?
Not
him from an-
99
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a giant werewhale.
But we are also giant dragonborn.
Probably, I
Probably weigh 250 pounds apiece.
mean, that's about the distance of like 9 ogres laying down.
That's very funny. I would say that you actually feel like the speed is incredible. You put all of your energy into it to Superman forward. You put all of your energy into it and push it out as much as possible. And for the first fraction of a second, you feel like you are moving so fast. There's no way that you couldn't make it. You make about halfway before you hit into the corner and slide down, tumbling into a treasure chest.
Ow.
That hurts.
Gosh! Oh! I thought that was gonna work for sure.
I'm not sure my legs work.
Don't worry, second time's the charm.
Wait.
Make another athletics check. This time straight.
I'm telling you, grappling hook.
You're not gonna get higher than a 27, right?
Hold on, we're supposed to do twice.
Two twists.
If he nat 20s this, maybe Jared will give it to us.
Oh, 19. 29.
29. You
So I
push.
make it an additional
This
10.
time, you're standing directly underneath the hole, and you just put him straight upward. You course correct and are able to push off just a little bit, and you get 80 feet up before you realize that you're scraping.
While they're doing that, can I invent a grappling hook?
Yeah.
And throw it up there?
Make an investigation check.
18.
You start to look around to find, well, there's the ropes that you rappelled down with, and there's what is a very nice candelabra that you think that you can just bend into the right configuration, and you start working the metal and making it, you're doing it very fast and with great focused attention given your state at this time. And Matherer, you make it up, and suddenly you realize you're scraping against the wall before you fall down, and you land. The only reason you don't take damage on top of Ladle, and the two of you collapse.
Oh, fuck! My mug jug! Gosh, thank goodness for my large, blubbery body. Otherwise, you would have broken the rest of you.
Moments later, you're
Thoughts and prayers.
the rope is holding. You're not as good.
I'll open the box again.
It's gonna work. It has to work. We'll find these giant rats, no matter what.
Make a, I think it's a straight dex.
Well, it could be athletics, maybe? Or is
You guys
it
all just want to use athletics. You've got that
no,
sweet
it's
bonus.
fine, it's fine. Oh!
Still roll.
19.
19.
Yeah, nice.
Straight dex.
You whip it forward, and you all watch as it sails forward, the rope being pulled right along with it, and it goes into the mouth of the hole. And you give it just the right tug,
Give
and
it a yank.
spiral and it hooks. It hooks against something. You can pull it, and it feels taut. You walk up to the wall, and you start to test with your weight a little bit, and it might hold. Hell.
All right, I invented a grappling hook.
Well done. This is fantastic.
What do I do now?
Well,
You've always been so smart.
I'm thinking, because I'm the most slight out of all of us, perhaps if you rub me down in muck-tuck grease, I might be able to slide in the size of that basketball-shaped hole.
Okay.
Just don't get any on my hands or I won't be able to climb the rope.
Well, you better take off all your armor. You have to be as slender as you can.
All right.
Yeah, you better get in the nude.
It's fine, I can... Nobody look.
There are mirrors everywhere.
And I begin to take off all of my armor.
Okay.
Then once I'm done, after about 10 minutes of doffing my armor, I'll go over to Ladle L and I'll say, all right, I'm ready. Please just grease me up. Make sure you get my butt cheeks and hammies real good.
Okay, I need a knife. Who's got a knife?
What is the knife for?
To get the whale oil. No, I got a knife. Take this. It's gonna be like Oh God! Sick!
I puke in the shade corner.
Bill's character! Bill's character!
Where's all of your muck-tuck?
A wedge of fat lands on the ground.
Where's all the
flat.
Okay, hold on! I feel like my stupid butter greasing a pan.
But in a matter of moments, you are completely covered in a combination of fat and blood. And you take 2 points of damage.
I am going to.
It's okay. I feel great.
You like pull down your shirt and you begin to like bleed through your shirt.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, lay low. I'm gonna try to climb the rope now. All right.
Okay, here's the rope.
And without anything on my feet or hands, I'm gonna attempt to climb the rope up
You
to
don't
this.
even need to make a check. You're an experienced warrior, one of the best warriors of the Empire, a Kingsguard, and you are able to rappel up the wall steadily, hand over hand. You feel the strength in your body. There's been almost no deterioration, another sign of how little time has passed since your awakening. And you make it all the way up to the hole in the wall, and holding on to just a few feet into the hole, you can see that you were very lucky. The makeshift candelabra hook managed to just wedge itself on a beam that had been made on the side of this wall, just behind this sort of like fresco-like material, and you might be able to squeeze through there. It's going to be tight, but you feel pretty confident.
You can do it.
As I'm gonna look over my shoulder down at the guys and yell, "All right, I'm going in. It looks a little tight. Volumetrically, I'd say it's roughly a dozen beef sandwiches wide.
Okay, that sounds right.
The blood and fat, it hasn't dried yet. I think
That's
I can
okay.
get in.
Just squeeze in there.
When I get in, I'm going to tie the rope around my waist. If I get stuck, I'm going to need you to pull me out.
Yeah.
How many ogres is that? I always skipped conversions class.
Fractions of an ogre.
Well, it's okay because the death rate of hobbyist spelunkers is only like 60%. So you got good odds.
Does this count as spelunking?
Yeah, I think so. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
All right. I will tie some of the rope around my waist.
Okay, you're holding yourself down there with one arm, and so you get a slack of the rope and you work it over and around. You roll it a few times. You're able to even pull it through and sort of make a classic knot out of it. You feel pretty secure around the waist.
All right, Massar, don't lose your grits now. And I begin to crawl into this tiny hole and try to pull my way in. And once I'm in, I'm gonna like.
You pull yourself. You pull yourself in, and you have to reach forward like this in order to get that initial pull. But as you do, there's a strange tingling sensation in the end of your fingertips, and that it feels like pins and needles. And then you pull yourself in a little bit further, another 6 inches, 10 inches, and you feel that it's getting stronger, and your whole hands all the way up to your elbows now completely numb. You are making progress, making through this tiny hole, and you think that maybe it's just because of how your lithe nature and and your frame being what it is. Not the blood and fat; it's not helping at all. You're squeezing in through this like stony space, but as soon as you cross a certain threshold, it's lights out. Whatever magic sustains you and holds you to this tomb suddenly drops, and you lose consciousness.
There, from like 100 feet below, you just hear a soft.
And the three of you looking up just see the legs dangling out of the hole.
You like, it's very clear that I suddenly go limp.
Yeah, he just very obviously goes limp.
It's not going well.
We have rules for this, or we just leaving them up there?
Hold out those disgusting flipper hands.
Okay.
You get yanked back, and you watch as he swims around like this, and then at the waist, not backwards but forwards, hooks down and swings unconscious there at the end of the rope where he had tied himself, about 7 feet from the hole.
You're doing great, Soren. Also, shit, I didn't notice we got a raid 7 minutes ago.
Hey!
Dang, thank you.
Go follow Dead
Welcome.
Aussie Gamer. If hopefully you guys are still here, thank you so much for the raid. We're just playing some D&D, some side stories, shenanigans. So give Dag a follow, and thank you so much.
It would be fairly obvious that Masaru is unconscious, given his limp and unspeaking quality.
Hey, are you okay? Sorry, are you alright?
So like we have the rope up here. He tied himself, and he's dangling.
He's dangling about 7 feet down from where the hole is.
Secured himself
and
in
the
place.
hook is holding him. He tied himself, so he's just swinging right there. And then there's the rest of the rope that is within reach to you.
All
Well, I
right.
guess we gotta go get him.
I mean, I could just shoot him down if you want me to.
That sounds pretty good.
I mean, you know, these
Hey,
gauntlets
that sounds pretty
These
cool.
gauntlets are multi-purpose. You think I could just punch? I mean, we got a fucking ranged attack. I'm not gonna leave that on the table.
I had no idea
we
you could
do.
just shoot him down with your gauntlets.
So you'll see on the gauntlet, there's like a little sort of silver spoke that has like 2 spokes from it and like a rubber band hanging off of it.
Hell yeah.
And so I'll reach into my pack and pull out this like sharp silver, like pebble almost, and I'm going to slingshot it, Usopp style, up at the rope and try to shut it.
You release it, and you're aiming for the rope.
Yes.
Make an attack.
So if I
The
roll,
AC is 20.
so if I roll well, fellas. Let's twist twice.
I'm gonna try to catch my dearest chub. Sorry.
What was the I 111?
11 plus, so 18.
That's good. That's very good.
It's not bad.
18 hits, and it is just enough for you to see as a small hole goes right through the center of this thick corded rope, and all of a sudden it twing, 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 it starts to unravel, and you can see very quickly it's going to release, and it's right at this moment that you come into consciousness. Your head is full of blood. You have a headache. You don't know exactly what's happening, but you see your arms and everything's blurry, and your legs hanging down, and just below you, you see the arms of a giant were-whale. And then you fall.
You're gonna be fine.
Roll an athletics check to catch him.
It's pretty good.
21.
21. You are able to catch him without any damage, but you fall for 80 feet and land with a thud as you once again find yourself in the corner prone with Ladle.
Well, bad news. Bad news. I got about a foot into the hole, maybe. And first, my hands started to go numb, and then my arms and my shoulders and my face. It was very much reminiscent of one of our early day parties when Artie slipped us some drugs. Next thing I know, I lost consciousness, and I was falling into this lovely whaleman's arms.
Oh, so you only made it 1/10 of an ogre in?
Give or take.
Gosh, that's not very far at all. That's only 1/10 of an ogre.
I don't know what's happened, other than perhaps that area is outside the bounds of whatever seals us in this tomb.
You think that means we can't leave this room at all?
Yes.
Wait, is it either that or maybe there's drugs up there if it felt kind of like drugs? I mean, is it possible that the rats had
It was
drugs?
not nearly as fun as the drugs that you gave us.
Oh.
How quickly did you go numb?
Almost instantly.
Could be drugs.
It was painful. It wasn't fun.
I mean, that could be illicit dragonborn drugs, is all I'm saying.
But hey, you're alive and you have your limbs intact.
That's
We should chalk that up as a win, you know what I mean?
So, what do we do next? I mean, if we're cursed to stay here and it really is a proximity thing and we can't leave, what do we do? I'm very indecisive, you see.
I feel like if the rats woke us up, perhaps we just try to go back to sleep.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
My mother, the humble cheesemaker, used to tell me when I couldn't sleep as a child that sometimes you just had to close your eyes and clear your head.
Oh, she told you other fairy tales too?
Yes, she told me all of the fairy tales that all good mothers tell dragonborn children.
Sweet little boy, just have some cheese and go to sleep. Yes, your father, he was the emperor. Good night.
That's exactly what I was getting at.
That's exactly what happens. There's a flashback to that scene, and then it comes back to us, and I'm like, just like that.
Hey, Lado. I gotta ask, I mean, just looking at you.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
You think they have girl whales anywhere in the world? Like blood curse wise? You got a sister?
Gosh, I don't know.
You don't know if you have a sister?
No, I mean, I don't have a sister.
Oh,
I come from a long line of allels.
because once
And we all eat so much mudchuck that we all turn into werewhales. Because you are what you eat, you know what I mean?
So
It's like the saying of over the lips, through the gums, wash out stomach, here it comes.
you've known about this for your entire life, and we are just now learning about it because you've never done this because you don't know if it goes the other direction.
Yeah, exactly right. I was always worried that once you break the seal, it's like a can of ye old Pringles. Once you pop, you just can't stop. You know what I mean? I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to transform back into a beautiful draconic form.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it's okay. I hope maybe I'll be able to just shrink back down if I just believe hard enough. Thoughts and prayers.
I mean, here's the thing.
Oh, the thoughts and prayers are working.
You feel your strange muktuk body, and you're reaching deep down, and you're like trying to lose concentration, or you're trying to turn it off. You're trying your bonus actions, your actions, and your reactions, and yet, well, no matter where you go in your mind or what magics you cannot turn this off. You are starting to feel like you're drying out a little bit.
Oh, fuck. Well, I guess it's true that I am the master of muktuk.
So-
I'm a real threat to the muktuk eating contest.
What you're saying is that all I gotta do is feed someone just a lot of muck and this happens?
Well, I think it's kind of more of like a combination, like it's nature and nurture, you know what I mean? It comes from a long line of muktuk stew makers.
Oh, thank goodness. There's no chance I'm going to turn into 110 hot dogs.
Can you imagine?
Wait, can you summon the Wienermobile and drive us out of here?
Well, if it's true that you are what you are, I could certainly try.
Make an Arcana check.
Remember your brothers, Oscar and Meyer.
What is Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, intelligence.
19.
He farts.
Oh no! There's no airflow in here. Why would you do that?
There is
The
no
air is
airflow
very
here.
still.
I was trying to summon the Wienermobile to see if we could drive out of here, okay? Because currently we're just stuck in a pit, in a tomb.
Dude, I still think we just shut our eyes and try to go back to sleep.
No, how am I gonna go back to sleep? I got a fever, and the only prescription is Lady Werewhale.
Oh.
Because you know what they say, once you go Yeti, you never forget it. And then you gotta keep climbing on that ladder. I'm looking for the next rung, fellas.
Chasing the dragon, literally.
Artie. You might be in for a bit of trouble. I don't think you're gonna find any whale women down here.
Oh no.
It's just us guys.
Yeah, I'm
For the
sorry to
rest of
say.
eternity.
And I mean, you should stop chasing the mythical blowhole. That's a saying in my family. You don't want to go down that road. You go down a path that no one can follow. It's a dark turn.
But chasing the mythical blowhole's all I know. And maybe we should just go to sleep and I'll just forget all about it. Or maybe we'll get raided by a bunch of ogres and they're all like lady ogres and there's like tons of them and they're huge.
Why they gotta be huge?
You've been reading way too much Penthouse, Artie. Those stories aren't real. That doesn't happen in real life.
I want an ogre lady that's at least one ogre big, maybe 1.5.
I appreciate your gumption, but Artie, what the fuck are you talking about?
1.5 ogres big around.
Yes.
You're gonna get broken. You're gonna get snapped like a twig. I don't know how. Do you have a long life with very strong pelvises in your family, Artie?
That's what the drugs are for.
It keeps you powered through, eh? A little bit of chipper up.
It does. I guess given how much time's passed, I'm probably still married to Emily. Well, what do they say? There's probably a different zip code down here.
You put the ring down on like
silver wedding ring.
yeah. You set it down in the corner of like one of the small elaborate tables that has been beautifully painted and jeweled.
Okay, I'm gonna go wait for the sexy yoga barbarian ladies. Good night, fellas.
I will also just lay back, close my eyes, and think about what's happening here. I certainly hope that by dousing me in all of your horrific whale blood, I don't catch whatever blood curse that you have. Well, good night.
Well, good night.
You just get into your sarcophagi. There's that same droning yellow light in all directions. And you toss. And you turn, waiting for sleep to take you. About 15 minutes go by before you realize that you're not asleep. You cannot seem to get to bed.
Hey guys, is anyone else still awake?
Yes. I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, this doesn't bode well. I can't sleep either.
It's not feeling like we gotta just wait it out. It's really usually comes to me pretty easier than this.
All I can think about is Penelope. I wonder where she is now.
Who?
Who's Penelope?
Oh, you guys remember Penelope? She was the
Is that your
prettiest
mom?
girl. She was the prettiest girl in school,
Oh.
and she slow danced with me.
You're talking about that chick from 4th grade?
Yes, I heard she married a doctor.
I cannot believe your memories are that vivid from 4th fucking grade. You really did peak, didn't you?
I've done a lot of great things since then.
Allegedly.
Yes, I once met the great, famous, silver-born jazz singer.
Do you have a single accomplishment that's not second-handed and related to somebody else?
Well, I've met a lot of famous people in our time here.
Oh, you met
wonderful-
somebody, you danced with somebody, you're the son of somebody?
Well, yeah,
What
I
have you
also-
done, huh?
I had sex with other kid in a tavern in bathroom.
I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess.
It came up organically.
Well,
Is that on a card or something, or are you just making this shit up? At least I was told that I fuck a Yeti.
speaking of Earth the Kid, do you guys mind if I just play some white noise so maybe we can fall asleep?
Oh, that sounds lovely, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna like pull out like a 90s CRT TV. Put it up. Imagine owning the world's greatest love songs. Tell me how am I supposed to live without you? Time Life Music presents the ultimate love songs connection. That's not what it was. That's not what it was at all.
Laziness is correct. It doesn't really qualify if it's just a bunch of, it's very loud.
It's very explicitly noise.
Please
It's
turn
just
it down.
noise.
Lady Lil, please turn it down.
Oh, I can't wait till they get to the part about love lifting us up where
Love
we belong.
lift us up where we belong.
Oh, that song is very good.
Where the eagle fly on a mountain high.
And other classics such as Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Oh, hey, boomers. Oh, remember that
Oh,
commercial?
I think that maybe 75% of our audience is too young to understand that reference, but I don't care. Gosh, some people have an ocean breeze, some people have a storm, but gosh.
Maybe you could just do whale noises for us until we fall asleep.
Oh, well, maybe I can try. I mean, I just became a whale person to eat some giant rats like 20 minutes ago. Hold on. Folks. Oh, gosh. Shucks.
Oh, Lady Lil, this is relaxing. Thank you. Better already.
It is relaxing, but sleep still does not come for you.
Is it not possible that the rats weren't the threat and that it's still in here?
Well,
And that's why we can't go to sleep?
the late Emperor, told us that if the seal was broken, we would be awoken. But nothing has discovered our tomb.
Except a few rats. And now we're just to wait forever? You think they got any, like, black tar heroin down here? I mean, that'll put us right out.
Make an investigation check.
But the seal is broken. You will be awoken. When the tube is rocking, don't come out.
There we go.
Well, for all of our
19.
sakes, Little L, I hope the tube isn't rocking anytime soon.
Gosh, I hope not.
Whatever you do, if Artie does manage to find drugs, just keep him away from you.
Oh gosh, my
19.
sacred blowhole.
With a 19, you pull that same drawer open
my
that you found the initial snuff box within. And pushing away a few priceless trinkets and baubles, you are able to pull out a satchel. It looks familiar to you. It's not black tar heroin, but this contains, and you unroll it, what is clearly, if mixed properly, a milk of the poppy.
It's not black tar heroin.
It's not black tar.
No, this
I'm
is...
walking up the stairs and that's what I hear.
We're looking for drugs.
This is it, fellas. This is our ticket. This is our ticket back to sleep.
What is it?
What did you find?
You ever had a poppy seed bagel?
I love poppy seed
They're
bacon.
fucking great, right?
but everything's better.
Everything's better than a poppy seed bagel?
Yeah, everything's better than a poppy seed bagel.
Oh, you would like a bagel dog, wouldn't you? Just a bagel just wrapped around the hot dog. And
I mean, the only way to make a hot dog better is by wrapping it in a bagel. Artie.
Look.
Fucking science.
Just imagine a poppy seed bagel, but like 38,000 ogre times better. You understand?
Oh, that's a lot of ogres.
Now remember, 1 drop makes you feel real good, right? 2 drops, it'll knock you right out. 3 drops?
So just so we're on the same page, we're all just taking 3 drops and ending this nightmare.
No, we're taking 2 drops and we're going back to sleep until we get woken up by more rats.
I'm sorry, but won't we just age while we sleep? Wasn't that the whole point of the magical potion? To prevent us from aging and also having to defecate in a corner?
No, I think we're gonna eventually become like spooky zombie skeleton warriors, and which sounds kind of cool to me. I mean, it's better than being dead forever, but being alive and trapped to this tomb might be a fate worse than death.
What if we are to go back to sleep? And the seal is never broken and we're never awoken? Isn't that the same as death? Aren't we just
I put it next to
still...
me.
Oh.
You watch as Artie doesn't even get back into his sarcophagus. He just...
All right, boys, help me get a Turu back into his tomb.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's gonna
We're gonna pick him up and put him into his
You
sarcophagus.
shuffle him in, and as you do, I need you both to make dexterity checks
Okay.
to see how well you put him in there.
Oh boy, I got a 6.
6?
That's that's saving throws.
We can twist it.
No, I just eat his ass right in there.
You both just throw him in there, and he hits the back of the sarcophagus, and it's enough of a jolt that his snuff box falls to the ground and scatters silver dust all on the floor.
Plumes up into our faces.
I immediately like drop to my knees and I start to try to shove the silver dust back in, but I'm getting a lot of sarcophagus dust as well.
Oh yeah.
The sand.
It's tomb
Tomb sand, tomb dust.
Sand, yeah.
Oh, he won't notice.
Meanwhile,
He'll be all right.
I'm curled up while you're doing this, and I can't fight this feeling anymore. Remember why?
Turn that off.
Fighting for.
Enough, enough. Things are high stress right now.
Fine.
And I'm like trying to pick it up and sprinkle it in. It's getting significantly
I was
less
almost
silver,
asleep.
and it's turning more like kind of like dusty, like brown.
Yeah, it's like a base, you know.
Let's just pretend that didn't happen. And
Yeah, no, I didn't see
I
anything.
put the snuff box in his coffin with it next to him. Well, I'm gonna get in my sarcophagus now. I'm going to take only 2 drops. I am not going to lose count, and everything's going to be all right.
Okay, it's gonna be great. You're great at counting.
All right, but I don't want to fall asleep while I'm holding it. So perhaps
1,
one of
2,
you
3.
will administer.
No.
One of you will
sure.
administer
Don't go to
to-
3.
All right,
Don't go to 3.
It's very
I'm a
important.
encounter.
Lady Lel, listen to me, Lady Lel.
just have to
Lady
stop
Lel.
it too.
Lady Lel, it is very important. You look at me. Look at me, Lady Lel. Look at me. Lady Lel, please, look at me. I'm over here. Try to focus. Lady Lel, please. Did you ever check the child?
My tail's not
Did you ever check the child? What is this? Why have I never noticed? Look me in the eyes, Lady Lel. All right. Now I'm going to
It's
stick.
weird. Normally, my eyes are on the side of my head now.
I'm going to stick.
That's taking some getting used to.
I lean back in my sarcophagus. I'm going to stick my tongue out. 2 drops. Repeat after me, Lady Lel. 2 drops. Lady Lel.
Okay.
2 drops.
Okay.
Repeat after me.
Okay.
You have a
drops.
stopper and you have a small glass, and you're able to pull out as much of the liquid as you want, and then you're going to have to finesse the
Just 2.
the end of the drop.
Just 2.
Okay.
Count it loudly.
Okay.
We're going to count together.
Okay. 1.
1.
Okay. 2.
2. All right, that's it. No more.
You start to feel sleep take you.
No. Lady Lel, no more. Lady Lel.
He falls asleep, mouth open.
Shucks. What number was I on again?
No, you're on 2.
I think I was on 1.
No, stop. You're on 2.
Wait, what was it? 3rd time's the charm.
No, nobody said that. Okay.
Is it a little dollop?
Well, people say that pretty often, but you're done with him. Okay, it's time we go to bed.
Okay, do you want to go next?
There's no way that you're putting that in my mouth. Okay, I'll do you.
Well, I mean, we used to do each other.
Well, I think 2 droppers.
Shucks. Yeah, hold on. I don't know. Oh gosh! It's my glass.
He falls asleep, and as he falls, he passes out, and the dropper breaks. And into the sand, the milk of the poppy is completely gone, and you find yourself alone. Laziness. You're completely alone with 3 unconscious silver dragonborn guardian warriors next to you. Some in coffins and others just right there on the floor.
As a whale man.
I look over at Lado.
That's me.
I look from the shattered pieces of the dropper on the ground. I look at the cuts in his hand where the milk of the poppies mix with his blood and blubber. And I know what I must do. But I don't know that I have the strength to do it.
I move in my sleep.
And I lick from the bloody cuts in his hand. Opening milk of the poppy.
You endeavor to pull the milk of the poppy from the open wounds, and you get cut by the pieces of glass that enter your mouth. And you have the terrible sensation of tasting both this bitter blood, herbaceous and medicinal as it is, and the milk of the poppy all mixed together, and you get high, but you don't go to sleep. And that's where we'll take a quick break.
As you drift off, you hear 2 compact discs for 16.99.
Laziness. You are very awake.
Jesus.
You have destroyed the TV that was murmuring about the strange CD thing out of rage.
Oh, the neck
and there's silence in the crypt for a long time. You have an hour alone, a few more hours after that. How do you spend these first few hours of while your brothers are asleep in the land of the poppies?
In the beginning, I would have probably still a little bit of hope. Maybe walk around, look through some things, really take a moment to kind of explore the tomb. Like maybe go to where the seal itself was, look up, ensure it's intact.
You can look up the ceiling. It's molded. It's not even. You can't even see a seam around where it sits anymore, and you can barely see the draconic runes underneath that are sealing it away, hiding it from hopefully any intruders coming in. You look around, and aside from the damage that has been done by, surprisingly, its very own guardians, the ring that Artie put on a table, the drawer half open, emptying its contents for drugs, a few broken vases here and there from falling on top. There's a very quiet majesty about this place because it is indeed a treasure trove, a place of a mystery. You're filled with a bit of awe as you look around and realize this may be the last bastion of your people.
Can't believe everyone's fucking asleep. I walk around. I walk past Sari and Artie, them in their tombs, their sarcophagus. I step over Ladle, where I left him on the ground, covered in blood and
He's
blubber.
snoring loudly.
Yeah, and smashed bits of gramophone. And is there anything that stands out to me in the room in terms of like anything that would draw my attention?
Make a perception check.
Int?
Whiz.
Wiz. 15?
15. A section does catch your eye. There are tomes in this place, but that's not of interest to you. There are weapons. That's
Can barely
interesting. You may maybe picking one up and doing some light training might fill the time. You put one back on the rack and you continue to walk around. When you reach a corner,
cool.
and you realize there is history here. There is so much of the culture of your people here preserved in this way. That included fun. That included games. And looking down in this corner, you see that there are balls you recognize from specific games. You see that there are playing pieces, boards. They're gaming sets on the surfaces of some of these tables. There are almost infinite number of choices of the recreational activities that silver dragonborn such as yourself would partake in when they wanted to play with strategy or have mindfulness or just have entertainment. That is as important to your people as the other cultural objects that surround you.
I sit down at the presumably a game like chess, like a dueling board game.
Yes.
And I start to play against myself. I'll make a move and then and go to the other seat and then make another move, and then play against myself. Oh, there's no better opponent than me.
That's funny.
You sit down on one side and you finally sit down and you realize you've bested yourself.
Oh, damn it. Smart bastard. Lost again. Fuck. Oh, I'm so bored. But I can't wake my brothers. To condemn them to an eternity awoken together when they've been able to recover sleep I couldn't possibly. I'm doing fine on my own. Pick up the ball. I'll just play catch with myself. No, this is good too. I look over at Ladle on the ground, smashed, the cuts of the milk of the poppy next to him. No, this is fine. He didn't condemn me to waking torment on purpose. No, of course he didn't. Or did he? Did he mean it? Did he smash it in his hands? I couldn't possibly wake him up. I couldn't. It's too much. I'll just keep playing catch with myself.
You start throwing the ball, and what you can do is you can whip it forward and have it hit the opposite wall and get it to rebound back and attempt to catch it, and you do. And then you throw it, and you start to pass it back and forth, just passing the time. Very reminiscent of Jack Nicholson's character in The Shining. And that paranoia starts to surge underneath you. You start to wonder if your brothers had perhaps left you here on purpose.
A trap.
What possible reason would Ladle have had to leave you in this space? He must have dropped the dropper by accident, and you're pushing this ball and pushing this ball.
Didn't have any problem coming to Asami. Suddenly, couldn't hold the thing straight, man.
From over in Masar's coffin, you hear him say, treachery, no.
What was that?
Betrayal, no.
What was that? Treachery and betrayal. No.
Backstabbing,
There's still probably your knife from where I sawed off my blubber still like in me right near my heart.
I should have finished this.
I look over at Ladle on the ground, the knife jetting out of him. No, I couldn't possibly.
Just another few inches would reach his heart for sure. Easy push. You could do it with your pinky if you wanted to.
I don't know the anatomy of werewolves, but if I did, I'd say that that's just an inch away from his heart.
That's very funny.
Oh, man. Oh, he did it on purpose. No, he didn't. No, he did. I chuck the ball at the wall, attempting to angle it so that when it bounces back, you make I missed. And have it strike Ladle on the ground.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh my god.
If I can strike directly at the knife, that's preferable, but... I'll double twist it, if we have them.
We got him.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, natural 20, folks.
Okay.
One better.
Even one better. 16.
With a 16, you trajectorize, and then you sort of pick a spot on the wall. You guesstimate how hard you need to throw it, and then you probably won't do it. And you whip it forward, and it hits against the wall with a bang and starts to bounce back and forth. And you're like, "It's gonna hit. You have done it. It's gonna smash into that blade handle and dig it deep into the whale body of Ladle."
Oh no, ball, stop.
Enough hours have passed that in this moment is when you all wake up. And Ladle, you jolt awake only to feel the cold blade shoved into your ribs and into your heart as the ball bounces against the grip and sinks deep.
I'm sure it's just a flesh wound.
You feel your heart starting to stop beating or beat erratically. The two of you, eyes pop open. The milk of the poppy doesn't seem to hold for even 8 hours. Only a few hours have passed for you, laziness, and you are starting to bleed out, Ladle.
I snap awake. Being a doctor's not that impressive, Dennis. What's going on? What is this? Ladle! You've been stabbed! Ladle! Who did this? Who did this? Yes, who did this?
Well, it might have been a classic ball catch accident. You wouldn't understand. You had two fathers, maybe.
What?
I'm still really high. Are you guys still real? Oh my god.
Really quickly, we have to stabilize him. The ball accidentally punched the knife into maybe his heart, if you understand where we're on that.
Please wait. Ladle has been stabbed in the heart.
Oh my god.
He's bleeding out. Stop freaking out, man. Pay attention.
Oh my
He's been stabbed in the heart.
Did Lazy whack Ladle out?
No, it didn't go down like that. Okay,
I'm starting to think that perhaps he might have killed our brother.
Why would you say that?
Mike, you make a death saving throw and make it public.
19.
Okay. He's starting to stabilize.
I want to look around for the milk of the poppy jar that I gave my compatriots.
It's not hard to see with the thrashing of the bleeding out Ladle that there's a broken bottle and dropper right next to it.
No, when I took the milk of the poppy, it was fine. I gave it to Ladle L. He administered the poppy to me.
What the fuck did you do?
I didn't do anything, okay?
You fucking broke it on the
No,
ground!
he broke it!
You've condemned us all to death, laziness.
Well, first of all, you didn't even stay asleep the whole time, okay? And
Oh,
second of all...
I only awoke because of Ladle L's horrific screams.
These rich folks love uppers. Just give me a fucking second. I want to go back to the drug drawer and see if I can find any, like, syringe style, for, like, Pulp Fiction style.
Make an
you know,
investigation
plungers.
check and make another death saving throw.
Publicly.
13.
okay.
I run to Ladle L as you're looking, and I look, and I'm
Interesting.
Ladle L, and I look over my shoulder at Arturo. Quick, Arturo, please! He's fucking dying on me, man!
I got a 16.
It's gotta be fine.
With a 16, you do find some Dracarian uppers. Surely enough, you know that the effects of these can be pretty surreal to the mind, but that it may be his only chance.
I'm gonna run over to it, and I'll. If there wasn't a syringe with the uppers, I will take a syringe, pour it in.
I rip his shirt open.
Hold him still.
I take some of my the horrific, nasty, wet blood like thing, and I put
You're still wet.
I put like a big dot right where, like on his chest, right where I think his heart is, and I'm like, aim for the mark, Arturo.
I'm like going in. I see the mark as like a
Your
little
pupils
rabbit
are the size
talking
of
to me.
fucking
Yeah.
dishes.
The target's like swirling in circles. Yeah.
Stab me in the face. All right, you asked me to, and then I'm going to aim for the mark. And
Go ahead and make a dexterity check to see how well you do.
Let me know when
We're
you
twisting.
roll, Dungeon Master.
Why don't you roll one more?
Oh, double 18s.
19.
Oh.
20.
Ladell, you think you're going to be okay. It probably missed your heart. You're stabilizing. You've lost some blood, but you know what? You're starting to come to. And it's in this moment that all of a sudden you feel a puncture, and right into your heart, for sure this time. You feel this syringe needle dig deep, and the plunger goes all the way to the base as you are filled with very obviously an adrenaline / psychedelic. I'm thinking the drug from Dread.
The second that he's I will pull the knife from his chest at the same time. Seamless transition.
You do that.
Ah!
I'm the master of Mugtug! I'm the king of all the werewolves!
Back up, folks! Back up! He's coming too!
My name is Richard Mobius! I must devour the traitor, the whispers of the old ones!
You start to use your limit break.
Saturn devours his
I'm gonna grab one of his legs and start pulling him out of the grasp of Ladle.
I don't help at all.
Athletics contest?
In fact, I'm on the other side and I'm saying, get him, Ladle L! He tried to murder you! Eat him, Ladle L!
the cycle of violence just continues.
Kill him, Ladle L! Eat him! Consume his nourishment!
28.
20.
Ladle L will have
Oh,
a
laziness.
werewell and
I slipped out from
laziness!
the oily grass.
Curse my bloody blubbery paws!
But you are stabilized. I would say that you've taken another 8 points of damage, but the wound, wherever the bleeding would have happened, it can't because it's just sealed by lard as it like closes disgustingly shut.
You better be careful, I'm gonna take you on a Nantucket sleigh ride! Motherfucker! A little bit of old whaling history for you.
What the fuck's Nantucket?
What the fuck is this? Fuck. What's your sleigh ride? Where's your sleigh
I mean,
ride?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm just so double cheerful and optimistic. Everything's gonna get fine. We're gonna get out of here just fine. I think I can. I'm so cheerful and optimistic, I'm gonna squeeze into that rat hole, you know what I mean?
You look up at the rat hole and there's still a rope hanging from it. The hook never came free from the hole.
I really advise against it, Ladle L. The second you begin to pass through the threshold, you will pass out instantly.
Well, I'm gonna stick my blubbery head up in there.
You climb
I
up.
slide down.
I think we're trapped.
It's okay. Everything's fine. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Trapped like giant rats.
Well, the giant rats weren't trapped. They came in and out as they damn
Yeah,
well
they were just
pleased.
fine. They were fine, actually.
We're trapped like something other than giant rats. The only thing that's not trapped in here.
I truly believe that we have received the bummest of bum deals.
That's
We
right.
are doomed. There's nothing to protect against. We are sealed in here forever until our utter demise.
And despite all our doom, we're still just some rats in a tube.
That's pretty fun.
Thanks. Oh no.
Oh gosh, where's Mr. Bombastic when you need him? Gosh, I really wanted to get out so we could all be beheaded for failing our emperor. It's our duty to get beheaded.
I kind of wish we all just accidentally took one extra drop of the poppy.
Gosh, I think I'm too much of a big whale fella for that to have much of an effect, I guess.
How long do you think until the madness truly sinks in?
I'm not. No. We're gonna find a way out of here. All right. Here's the thing. No, I'm indecisive. What am I talking about? I don't know what to do. Fine.
Well, I'll make a decision for us.
Thank you.
I believe that we should eat Ladle Elf first. He's the fattiest, the most delicious out of all of us. The rest of us are scales.
I'm
skin, and bones.
80% Muktuk.
And from what
I'm
I've
pretty
had,
strong.
it was delicious.
I can go toe to toe with a Yeti from a certain point of view. I'm a little, look at a
As long
little.
as they're pointing at each other.
Look, I'm not going to make a decision, but here's just an option that I'm throwing out here. Why don't we tear the tomb apart? Look for any secret levers or buttons.
Or maybe at least more potion.
I mean, anything. And we got a fucking eternity in here. We got time.
That's right, it's gonna.
Until we perish.
Surely we'll find something. I smash the jar next to me, and I just start ripping things apart. My tail comes down and smashes it.
You start to turn and watch as
I
Lael is
will
clearly
assist.
starting to
I will assist.
tear the place apart.
Oh, all right.
You crash into one of the ceramic jars, and it's full of honeys and grains. You tear into the next one, and it crashes
Rupees
aside.
fall out and bounce along.
Exactly right.
As they
a large number of chickens start to attack you. No, you begin to. I need everyone to make a group investigation check.
I got a 16.
twisting.
I'll
Damn.
twist once.
16.
14.
13.
Is this int? 14.
14,
13.
13, 14,
16.
and 16.
Okay. Well,
You're all looking around and you're finding valuables, things that you are amazed you don't care about now. In such a short period of time, suddenly realizing the sort of strange fate that confronts you, what would have been a priceless artifact on a market, something that could have made you into a lord, is something that you toss aside.
Well,
Here-
no,
and-
I would probably like have a separate pile
Yeah,
for
you
when
are
we get out of
greedy
here.
too.
I'm very greedy. I'm very greedy. You'll
Oh,
see.
that's right. So whenever you find one of these priceless artifacts, you're like, "Oh, this is a nice little music box," and you'll
It
you'll
goes
set it
into
into
the-
your sarcophagi
into the arty,
or
into the arty
adjacent.
pile.
You find that satisfying. The rest of you, it's the same story. Books of histories that you know well enough. Maybe you'll reread them again and perhaps be illuminated by their mythological wisdom. But right now, you're looking for anything, any sign that could help you escape, any sign that could help you get out. Sorry, Masara, you're drawn back to your perceived father figure, the Emperor's crypt, and you are you put a hand on the surface of the stone now that he's been resealed into that tomb, and you take a moment, and then you realize that there may be a button on the surface. Something that if you were to push this here and here, would perhaps unveil or reveal a secret chamber.
Wait a minute. Now that I'm taking a closer look at this, the visage of my father is here. Why? Why? Does it appear as though the codpiece is slightly elevated? One of these nipples is extra pointed. Perhaps if I was to... Oh, gentlemen! Gentlemen,
The other
Masara has
pokes
done
out.
it!
Yeah.
And you hear this
My
sound.
special move too.
And you turn, and one wall that hadn't been as covered in goods and treasure starts to crack right down the middle. You realize the seam is opening, and that it is glowing with these magic runes, and you realize that it is turning inwards 2 massive, tall, arched doors that suddenly start to push open and out. This is the secret chamber behind the burial chamber that is reveals the true treasure of this empire. You stare through the portal, through the open way to a center room, massive circular gate, and you know that this is a portal to other worlds. That there's a mechanism that should you enter the right symbols, the portal would be able to swoosh and sway and open, and you could perhaps take a ship into the stars themselves.
Oh my gods.
What does this mean?
You opened, from the music, you opened a portal to a Tauren inn.
I completely forgot that.
I feel like I'm in Thunder Bluff.
He said that if the dragon got down here, she'd be able to take portals to worlds unknown.
Well, it should have been obvious to me from the start. And if you look at the sarcophagus, the visage of our late emperor, and you'll see that, like, the depressed cod piece is there and his nipples are kind of like this. And I say, it should have been obvious. And I lift up my shirt and, like, I just can't believe it didn't occur to me at first.
Well, gosh, I knew that we were going to figure it out. We're all so smart and everything's going to turn out so well. This is what our great emperor wanted to happen. He knew that rats were going to devour his desiccated corpse.
So now what?
Now,
What do we do now?
now we go on, we fulfill our destiny and go find someone who can behead us for failing our emperor. In that sweet land.
that.
You do
Jesus.
realize the Emperor told us in his final breath that we were to guard the tomb. We were absolved from all of those previous crimes. We are doing our duty now.
Wait, he absolved us of our oaths?
Well, I mean, at the very least, we are the failure to protect him from the horrific white dragon.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure that dragon's long gone and all of our families are real safe and sound.
Well, regardless, we're doing what we were tasked to do. No one is going to behead us.
Flip through some of these options and let's see what, I kind of want to kill something. So, like, is there like a portal that we can go through?
To be clear, you're still in the chamber with the Emperor. It's this long series of steps that takes you into this enormous additional room that's adjacent to the one that you're in, as big as an airport terminal, with a huge, for lack of a better word, Stargate in the middle, and or if you're picturing the portal room in God of War, right? It's one of these open spaces that where this treasure exists, and you know that it takes powerful magics to run. But that once you know the combination, you would be able to activate it and sail through, perhaps with one of the ships that you can even see that there are ships that can be guided through this gateway if you so chose.
Does there appear to be any kind of a scripts or archives or any kind of written, something we could read to potentially...
There are shelves of books all around. Perhaps they could provide some guidance as to how to leverage the knowledge of this gate.
All right. Gentlemen, spread out. Begin reading the shelves. Perhaps you don't touch anything. You're greasy and bloody.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, don't ruin the books. It's our only salvation. Oh, fuck. Well, hopefully that one's not it.
Oh, it's a set of 2 compact discs for only $16.99. Here it was the whole time.
Yes, Ladle L, you play with
Secrets of our
that.
empire.
You play with that, Ladle L. The rest of us will spread out and try to figure out how to work this ancient
Okay,
technology.
sounds good. Sounds good.
We begin to look through the shelves and the books and see if we can find any information on.
Whoever's looking can make an investigation check.
We all look
help.
except for Ladle L. I got a
I'm
fucking
twisting.
4.
Yeah, I'll twist.
I'll twist as well. Come on.
Thank you, Chet.
All right, I got an 11 that time. Better.
17.
Natural 1.
Oh.
You don't find anything laziness. Sorry, Mathur. You are you find some books that are extremely pornographic, and you get absorbed. But I will say, Artie, you pull the first book you pull off of the shelf. You flip it open, and it's got one of those cutouts, and there's like a bottle of booze inside. You're like, oh. So you put that in your pocket, and then the second tome that you pull out, you pull it open, you start flipping through it. Navigational charts not of Drakkar. There do appear to be symbols in here that are beyond your understanding of the language of Dragonborn.
What the fuck?
There's runes that seem impossible, and yet when you look out, you can see those runes on the outskirts of the book with enough study of the gate. You can see them each all along the ring. With enough study, perhaps this would offer you the secrets of activating the portal and taking you to one of the worlds described, other planes of existence, of beauty and of riches and of knowledge of magic.
Oh my God.
What is it?
I've discovered it. Look.
Arturo, tell us.
And hey, it's fucking Artie, all right? Arturo was my father's name, all right?
I have always called you that, my brother.
Well, I don't like it. I never liked it.
You're just telling me this now?
Well, I figured now, now and never, I
We've
guess.
been friends for a lifetime.
Well,
Fellas,
we have an
listen.
eternity together.
When a man loves a woman, we found it! We did it! The Lifetime's ultimate collection of love songs! It was really the power of love, which isn't shockingly actually on this collection. Seemed like a missed opportunity.
Oh, I don't think it's
Anyway,
really ballady enough.
I'll take this with us when we blast off to the stars. Oh, it already broke!
Can you read these runes? I mean, maybe together we could study it and figure out how we get the fuck out of here.
I take a look.
Make an intelligence check.
That's not what I am a Viking. I got a 9.
We're twisting it twice.
Oh boy, all right.
Thank you, Chet.
Yeah, I got a 12.
12.
A 12. Surely
The old
enough.
+0.
Artie is exactly right. This will require study. This will require some time for you to backwards engineer it and make some guesses. You're gonna have to spend a little time with this tome in order to understand its contents, to even endeavor to enter the right sequence of symbols.
Curses!
And to figure out what magic powers this thing, let alone take you to a plane of existence. Based on some of the illustrations in the tome, the wrong choice could take you to not very nice places.
Well, I suppose we get to studying.
I love studying.
Well, we've got plenty of time.
We got all the time in the world.
Your eyes continue to glow blue, and you are realizing that, with the exception of the brief period of unconsciousness that was afforded you by either trying to leave through the hole or by the milk of the poppy, you're not sleepy, nor are you hungry.
Wow.
You feel sustained not by undeath, but by the oath that bonded you to protect this place. And you start to read. How long would you say you spend journeying to understand the mysteries of this book?
387 years.
A few weeks.
I was gonna say 8 hours and see how I felt. Then maybe take a little break. Get back to it. Maybe another 8 hours after another. A little break.
We would study until we understood it.
Let's roll for the.
Do we not feel? We don't feel the
Let's
need
roll
to
for the
sleep.
first 8 hours.
Do we not feel the need to sleep? Like
You don't feel the need.
oh well, then I would start with 8 hours to see how I feel.
How far is it?
After 8 hours, it would be very much like
That was a little much, Mike.
we
yeah.
got nowhere, and then we'd be like, I don't know, I don't feel like doing
I was
this
thinking
anymore.
it's just a really dramatic lifetime thing of we're immortals trying to just plunder the knowledge.
Let's start with 8 hours.
Make a group intelligence check. I've lowered the DC.
10.
10. Wow, 3 10s?
Natural 1.
Twist it. Two twists.
Twist.
Two twists. Thank you, chat.
2 twists.
13. 16.
Oh, and it's int?
Yes.
Yeah, 0.
I'll
We all
take
get
one.
plus
I'll
zero.
take one twist. 18.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
2 10s, an 18 and a 16.
With your combined arguing with each other and debate, and sometimes deviating and needing to play a game of dragon's chess in order to escape the conversation, just to get back to it. For Kingsguard, who should have been a unit of brotherhood and collaboration, struggle to reach an outcome. But by the end of those 8 hours, yeah, you think that you could punch in a sequence and probably get to a place that won't be a horrible nightmare. It's gotta be. You're looking at this symbol and this symbol. Doesn't this have to mean you have a loose conclusion of what you could possibly endeavor to do? And if one of these ships does what it says so in this book, you should be able to fly there.
Are there ships in the like the area we're in?
There does appear to be a ship that can sail through this portal that's open.
I'm beginning to get the sense that we only received these jobs because the Emperor was a bit of a philanderer.
What do you mean?
What makes you say that?
He is our god emperor.
Quite literally, there's quite literally not a single explanation for why the 4 of us were entrusted with this job.
He's got a good point.
Based on how everything
It's
has
our
gone.
sacred
You were his
oath that we
trusted
took.
friends, his trusted guardians in life for decades, for most of your life in the military, and you had something you had to achieve and earn. You
Just
were
doesn't
the
quite
strongest
add up.
warriors of the empire.
I was just
We're drug addicts and werewolves.
trusted. Well, that's because it's
just hooked
goofy.
them up with some silver dust. That's
It's
all I
really
did.
bad eggs. Drink up me hearty, yo ho.
You do discover, by the way, about halfway through the 8-hour period, you go back to your box and you open it up, realizing that most of the silver dice has been replaced with sand.
No. Well, it'll do the trick with snorting enough of it, I guess. And I'll bring all the drugs that I can before we get on the ship.
There's not much more drugs to find. You realize that
thought.
you've managed to save at the bottom of one of the broken bottle. You have 1 drop of poppy, and you have, even though you're going to have to huff a lot of sand with it, perhaps 2 more hits of the silver stuff. And
All right.
that's it.
Don't worry, Hardy. These ships always have painkillers on them.
Punching something that has drugs. Let's go somewhere with drugs, all right?
So we endeavor that we think we could put something together.
Yeah.
Do we need to roll for it?
Oh, to roll for it? Well, you haven't even walked up to the console. You all are
Well,
still-
I would have said like we were looking at the console, we're reading the book, we're like comparing and.
Oh, I
You know what I'm
see.
saying? Like, so if we feel like we put something together,
Yeah.
do we feel like we need to roll to see what we put into the
Who
console?
approaches the console?
I think I would.
Yeah.
And I think to
Reload.
solve this.
As the
You have
moment
giant
that a
blubbery-
consensus,
Oh, no.
the
Roll
moment that a
18.
consensus is reached, Ladle stomps forward and crosses the threshold of this
Don't
great
take the
gate
drugs.
to enter the portal room. This room of magic. You can see the floating energies on the other side. You can see that as soon as you get there, you're going to be able to apply what knowledge you learned in this book and start to experiment. And as soon as Ladle crosses the threshold into that room, your body goes tingly. and you fall asleep unconscious.
No! Ladle L! This is exactly what happened to me. Up in the hole that was
fun.
about a dozen meat sandwiches in volumetric measurement. Oh, fuck. He's outside the realm of the protective magics. We are bound to this place and he has left it. We have to fetch him. Or not.
Well, we could leave him there. I've got a big beady tail.
Yeah, we could just grab him by his tail. Let's get his tail.
But even if we bring him back, there will be no way for us to get to the console.
You grab him by the ankles and pull in. Ladle, you quickly come back to consciousness, and the four of you realize that, yeah, you wouldn't be able to cross through this doorway and activate the console in the first place if you wanted to. Bound to this place by your oath as you are.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I thought I saw this book. Ye find yourself in yon dungeon. Ye see a flask. Obvious exits are north, south, and Dennis.
Dennis isn't a direction.
What wouldst thou do?
What are you reading? Ladle L?
Well, get ye flask, obviously.
Well, but I can get ye flask.
I just can't believe we spent 387 years reading that book, only for no one to approach the console to realize.
Well, we tried north. Why don't we try going in the direction of Dennis?
Pray tell, what direction is Dennis?
North is that. Dennis is this way. Okay. We go in the direction of Dennis.
I think we're trapped. There's no way out. Here's the thing, I haven't used my limit break yet. Should we just fight to the death? Just to pass the time? We'll probably be resurrected. What do you think, fellas?
I don't want to.
I'm gonna get ye flask!
If we are forced to fight to the death, then I bare my neck and I embrace the cold feeling of death.
All right, you asked for it. I'm gonna sort the entire box, and I'm gonna start to glow silvery. And I'm gonna crouch down, and my gauntlet is gonna grow and glow as it gets big. And then all of a sudden, you will see a sea mammal appear in the shape of a glorious sea mammal, weirdly, appear around my hand as I say, "Dolphin blow!" And I uppercut your head. And I leap, and there's a beautiful silver dolphin that comes with my hand.
Oh, it's a fellow cetacean!
As the punch is coming in, my final words would be, that thematically makes no sense. As you take my head off, I just take the blow. I don't even try to get out of the way.
Okay. I would say that you were killed instantly.
Oh my god!
It just hits you just the right way.
Snaps my neck.
Yeah, it snaps your neck. You just crunch back, and you watch as your brother falls to the floor, having been dolphin blown.
Did you just fucking kill Sorry?
Did you just fucking kill Sorry?
Oh my god! I didn't know the dolphin blow was so powerful. I just really like dolphins and blow. I mean,
No, just stop trying to play cool. You did that on purpose.
Wow.
First, that's very funny.
Wow.
Second, I mean, he asked for it.
Wow.
I mean, I figured we were like zombie knights. I didn't think we'd just die like that. I think I just severed like his vertebra 3 of 4 and just killed him instantly. Oh,
This is very funny.
Everything's actually gonna be fine.
I don't know my own
Everything's gonna be
strength.
fine.
When I whip out the old dolphin blow.
Well, you know what they say. You know what the crime for killing a fellow brother of the watch is?
Is
What?
it to get beheaded for him?
I'll walk over. And I fucking freeze ski Yeti.
I don't see it coming.
As you
I'm like looking at my hands covered in
as you
blood.
walk forward, you turn into the free speed Yeti, and you immediately start to get consumed, also killing. But as you do, you watch in amazement, laziness, as you see the body of as its vertebrae starts to reconnect and snap back together. His head sinks back into place, and all of a sudden, you can see the undeath in his eyes, that same blue glow, flare, and he comes back to life.
I'm coming home, Daddy! I'm not dead.
Oh, you're not dead! Get out! Holy fuck, where did you come from?
Oh,
Did I even have a way to get out of there? Did I need to like press spacebar more or something?
It was really unclear.
wow. That was quite the hit there. A turur.
I mean, it's Audie, first of all.
Realizing the situation that you're in, you spend the next 2 weeks beating the shit out of each other.
We do.
And that's why we'll take another quick break.
Oh my god, what a session.
A year passes, and you are falling apart. Your flesh, your scales are shedding. You are beginning to decompose slowly, but you are indeed starting to realize that what meat matter on your bones is starting to sluice off your person. How have you spent the last year trapped in this room together?
I would have been listening to The Greatest Romance.
Now that's what I call
Greatest
music
love
54.
No, what is it? What the fuck? What company?
Lifetime, what is it?
Lifetime. Yeah, Lifetime, whatever.
You found a huge collection of records in this space, all treasured,
Time Life's Ultimate Love Songs collection.
Yeah.
I will
You
be
found
listening
music.
to that.
You found
in-
audiobooks.
yeah.
You found it all.
Yep.
But it's been a year, and you probably have exhausted all of those songs. Each of you have heard these same tracks over and over and over again.
Love lift us up where we belong. Oh my god.
Where an eagle flies.
I would do all the drugs first until there were no
You run
drugs
out of
left.
those drugs in the first week.
Oh no.
There's
And
nothing.
then-
There's nothing that can get you high anymore, and there hasn't been for 51 weeks.
I would set up the chessboard on the exact opposite end of the cave from the growing shit pile. and just.
Do we have to shit anymore?
No, you haven't had to pass any kind of excrement or piss or anything like that since your transformation. The
last shit before I shit
you
in
had
the
one
corner.
last shit. But it's dried and mummified at this point.
It's fossilized.
Yeah.
Are there any picture books of like Yetis or ogres or trolls or centaurs?
Ari's over in the corner furiously masturbating.
You enjoyed that for
Until my dick falls
perhaps
off.
6 months until your dick falls
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
That's what I
And there was some classic. There was like the equivalent of the Silver Dragonborn Kama Sutra. But that
Does
wasn't for
nothing
you.
for me.
No.
Nothing for me.
You find a monster tome, like
Yep.
how to find and fight Yetis, and just the illustrations of like where their weak spots are reminds you of Yemele. And you look in that fierce
Holy
face,
shit.
and a cold tear runs down your face.
You've ripped out the pages and put them on the wall, like in your own special corner that you just like go
In
to
the
and
arty
sit occasionally. Guys, turn around! As you furiously masturbate. in
He's
the
like
corner.
40 feet away at any given moment.
Guys, when you leave the room, he's at it again.
I think we'll be out of here the next week. I think it'll be fine.
And you say that every week.
Thoughts and prayers.
Captain Cheerful over here does seem to maintain a positive attitude even after all this time.
I would play various board games after that.
Okay.
After I have no dick.
And if we had gotten to this point earlier, I would have forced you guys to in-character play Skull, but we're not going to do that because it's nearly midnight. So,
Folks, I invented bowling. It's terrible.
Why?
There's nothing else to do.
what Ladle's done is he's taken some of the ceramic pots, like urns almost, and he's laid them out, and you are now bowling with the skull, the truly decayed and deteriorated skull of the Emperor.
Every time it's my turn, I cry.
So do I.
Ladle, why would you make the scoring like this? It's fucking stupid.
Well, you gotta wear special shirts with your funny team names
Scoring
on.
doesn't make any sense.
Oh, look, you got a strike. Let's all look at the screen while it plays a weird, metaphoric, bad CGI short film.
From the other room flies in and crashes into the Emperor's bones, and they all skill
And then, like,
away.
the Emperor arrives, and he's born as a child, then he, like, goes through life, and he flies through space, and then he quickly ages and dies. Like, wow! That was wild strike graphic!
And then the word strike.
Yeah, strike!
Yeah.
And it's like a bowling ball, like, thumbs up. Like,
A bowling ball with glasses on.
yeah.
Another year passes. And another year passes. Soon a decade has gone by. How do you know this? Only your gut tells you. Perhaps you do mark the time, occasionally coming back and being like, did I mark a day? How do you even tell what a day is? But every once in a while you walk over and perhaps you make a mark on the wall, these sorts of things.
Artie's Yeti corners, very stained and dry and peeling off the walls.
Yeah, it's crusty,
like
cracked.
dingy.
Still more time passes.
Stay out of my corner. That's my corner.
You couldn't pay me to get anywhere near that corner.
Hey, sorry. Why don't we play some sorry? You know what I mean? Get the board
Sorry, it's a
out.
brutal game, and you've played it 100 times, but
Am I still a
why not
whale?
another time? Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I got a 3. Move my guy 3 spaces. Oh, move back 3 spaces. Fuck. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 5. Oh, move back 5 spaces. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Gosh,
6.
I thought we were playing Trouble.
I got a 6. Move me. Move me 6. Oh, I just win? That's it? Oh, this is a stupid game. Let's play again.
Oh, let's play the game of life. Gosh, I'm a travel agent. That's a career in the 90s.
Oh, it's my turn to pick a career. IT specialists, take that, Daniel. I'm coming for you, Penelope. Wait for me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it.
Oh gosh, I forgot that
Oh,
this was back.
accountant. Oh, God.
I get a split level on this salary? Gosh, I remember when that was possible.
In your many years, you have only ever heard the sounds of each other, the sounds of this room, except for the occasional rumble. Something being dragged directly over the seal, perhaps, or the sound of something heavy thumping. It's very, very, very faint, and only happens when you have been silent for an extremely long period of time during those sometimes weeks or months that go by when you don't say a word. You've just run out of things to do and say. You've told each other your life story. You've gone through every memory twice, 3 times over, and another decade, and another decade. Soon, perhaps a century has passed. What else are you doing in this space? How do you spend that much time?
I recount for the 4 millionth time about how I had sex with Eartha Kitt. Tap it in. I tell the story in extreme detail.
At this point, you guys could tell the story yourself down to the clothing that she wore and the clothing he wore and what they both had to drink.
Every
and
pore on her body.
Well, there's a set of books called Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna roll up a character. I'm gonna play Barnabas the Dreadwake, a Triton Barbarian.
now that sounds pretty fun.
You guys want to play?
It turns out Icebound is actually just the dragon trapped in the tomb. All
Yes, I
along.
can play.
Yes, there's a dragon, and there's an
He's gonna
emperor,
be
and our empire has fallen, and we have to rescue the emperor.
Yeah.
I always
We've done
wanted.
everything else. I guess we could play.
You could tell us about that one time you had sex there.
Oh yeah, the time I broke my vow.
You broke
Hashtag
your
had
oath.
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got off so easy.
I never broke my vow once.
The key is to have no one ever believe you.
That's true. All right, Fearbolg. What the fuck is that? I guess Fearbolg.
Oh yeah, no, they're cow people.
Cow people.
Yeah.
Wait, cow people.
Yeah,
All
your
right,
favorite.
that's me. I'm the
yeah,
cow
you
person.
can be the cow person.
All right,
yeah.
let me roll stats here real quick.
They got really popular around 2018, 2019.
It says here that I'm a lowly goblin.
Yeah, that works. That sounds about right.
What kind of name is Scrim? What does this random generator even do? Ugh, what a terrible name.
Yeah, what the fuck? The brutal blade? God, who thought of that?
It's very edgy.
It's edgy and uncreative.
Unbelievable.
You guys are fucking losers picking last names and shit. I mean, who cares? Just the one name is all I need.
No, mine's the title, The Dreadwake. Isn't that pretty badass?
Oh, I guess that's.
Who are you playing?
Well, I'm playing Tai Shen. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's a dragonborn. Just what I fucking am. That's so lame.
Oh, well, why don't you make them gold so it's a little different?
Well, I guess.
Just one peg down.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
just make them gold.
look at
It'll
this
be
idiot.
fire instead of ice. It'll be very different.
Fire breath. What a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, this will be fun.
You sit down and you play a campaign together, and the story is long. For another 100 years, you play the campaign that you start to refer to fondly as Icebound. And
Wait,
you,
it was invisible the
you're
whole
just
time?
bones at this point. When you
Never mind.
finish the story, and tears are running down all
They
of
were
your faces.
ghosts?
As you conclude the story and you realize that you've saved the cosmos, everything is cool and fine, and your characters are off to perhaps their next adventure, and you're able to set it aside, for all good stories come to an end.
Well,
That was truly moving.
that was a fun century.
Yeah, that was rough.
Now what?
Who was the dungeon master?
Hello, my name is Dungeon Master.
Greg.
My name. Oh, it's Dennis.
It's DM Greg.
I am the teller of tales pertaining to mysteries. My name is Mr. Encephalus. Mr. E. Isn't that cool? I will run the adventure.
Like
Suddenly,
yeah. Oh.
the 3rd century, you hear a thrum of magic, and you turn, and you see that the portal has activated. Swirling magic therein inside the perimeter of this massive circular gate explodes outwards, and peeking through, a head. Long ears, bald, except for but a thin, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like a top knot?
Braided top knot.
Does he have a
almost.
banana yellow skin?
He has mottled banana yellow skin.
Yeah.
And he peeks in, only half of his body cutting through the magic. Looks around. And then he
Wait!
disappears through the portal,
Wait!
and it
Don't go! No!
turns off.
No, we have to kill you.
Oh.
Damn it. He didn't even see us. He didn't seem concerned about us at all.
Wow, what good are we at guarding the tomb if people can waltz in and out? And you can't stop
We
us.
can't even reach the portal.
Gosh, I feel like after all of these 387 years, I've lost my optimism and cheerfulness. I'm down to 1 cheerful instead of double cheerful.
Well, had he walked up the stairs, he would have been in a world of hurt.
Yeah, I would have free skied Yeti him. Don't get any weird ideas.
2 millennia pass.
Oh, God.
And you spend the time however you would spend such time. Occasionally getting into fights that seem to last forever, breaking everything, reassembling it, rereading everything, just
We fight to the death every day.
every day.
Every day.
That's your morning routine at this point. And suddenly you see the runes, the droning illumination has changed for the first time and you can't remember how long. You look up with your socketless eyes and you see that the runes of the seal have started to twist and change. You can see that original outline emerge and it starts to lift up.
This is our moment, brothers. Prepare yourselves. I try to draw my greatsword, my arms break.
You're still able to lift even without any muscle. You're able to hold that greatsword. You've got your gauntlets on. You are still in the form of a strange were-whale, but you are ready to rock. You still have your crescent blade.
Nice.
And you are standing there looking upwards with insane minds, impossible minds that have been locked together for an unfathomable, unknowable amount of time. And it starts to move aside and you see the opening start to crest like a moon wanes and waxes. And all of a sudden, in comes an avalanche of metal. Coins, gold, and silver, and jewels, and copper pieces start to crash down. It starts to like that, but only for a moment, until finally the opening is wider and wider and wider. Figures emerge, shadowed shapes. And that's where we'll call tonight's session.
What? Oh my god. I know what's gonna happen.
What the fuck?
I know what's gonna happen.
Yep. Oh, my God. Son of a bitch.
I knew it.